From the weekend is just about over. They took 2 out of 3 from the Nationals, but now it's back to business. The Royals have come to town, one of the game's fine young teams. Zach Britton will look to keep the O's rolling and shut down a very good Kansas City offense. Game 1 of 3 next. And after a day off, the O's go back to work here at Camden Yards as this long homestand continues with the Kansas City Royals coming in for a 3-game set. For Buck Showalter, he says, look, 12 of the next 15 games are going to be out of the division. What that means to him is, let's make hay. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne. The Orioles have a better record against those teams playing less than .500 baseball. We'll talk about that during the game. And they're going to be playing some of those teams now over the next 2.5 weeks. That means to Showalter, we've got to win some series. So there was a meeting Saturday, in fact, where he had a chance to talk to some of the young pitchers. And what he wanted to talk about was accountability. Here's some of what he said to the players. They've had enough exposure, enough time up here over the last couple of years that they need to step forward one way or the other. There will be another guy running up the Baseball America hot list behind all of us. Sometimes they need to be reminded that some things are unacceptable, and he's talking about all of them. He was talking about the young pitchers that he called in to have that chat with Mike because he thinks it's time now to either get it done or there's going to be somebody else there.
And you know what that message also sends too, again, going into an important part of the season where they should make some hay, as you say. I think it sends a message to those pitchers that are pitching well. It's time to step up and even for them to do a little bit better, to be professional about your jobs, to carry the club. So I think great timely meeting by Buck Showalter.
Let's take a look at some of the numbers regarding the pitchers that he's particularly talking to in Tillman, Bergeson, and Arrieta.
Yeah, you can see some of the numbers at Bergeson, the high side, about 5.5 ERA. Tillman right at 5, and pitch count seems to be high going through 5 innings. And Arrieta, who has been in and out, he's been exceptional at times, and other times somewhat disappointing. So I think he just wants that to level out, to be consistent.
Zach Britton is going to be on the mound tonight. He was one of those pitchers involved in that meeting with the manager. He, of course, has put up the numbers that certainly have attracted a lot of positive attention.
That's the thing. He could probably sit up real tall in that meeting. Like, this is all about you guys. But he's done extremely well. The home games, you can see the numbers there, 2-1 ERA, 3.50. But every time he goes out there, you feel like you have a chance to win. He can get you out in the zone, and that's just a big quality to have.
I mean, there are a couple of numbers here we'll talk about as we get into the game. Zach Britton has not surrendered a run in the last 3 ball games at 19 1/3 innings. But the Orioles have not scored a run for him in the last 21 innings.
Yeah, it's like go figure. That really seems like a wasted 3 games.
And now that's while he is actually on the mound we're talking about, but that's pretty amazing. This Kansas City team is one of the really good young ball clubs. You take a look at the head-to-head in Kansas City, the Royals took 2 out of 3.
Yeah, they're a better offensive club than a lot of people give them credit for. They have home runs. They're right up there. They have more home runs hit than the Orioles. They have more doubles, more triples. So this is a pretty good offensive club, and they run. They've got 50 stolen bases. That's a big part of their offense.
The other problem that Kansas City has had in that running game is that they have been picked off more than anybody else in the majors. Ned Yost sat down with his first base coach and some of the players yesterday to talk about that.
Yeah, pull the rope back a little bit. One of those, put your left foot in the bag and get as big a lead as you can with the right. You don't want to be giving away outs on the base pass, but they're going to run.
Well, it's about trying to remain aggressive out there, which is what they want to do, but not to be so overly aggressive that they get thrown out. And obviously one of the concerns for Kansas City is the fact that Matt Wieters is behind the plate.
That's going to figure into it. I mean, we've talked a lot about it, that he stops the good runner from even attempting the run. The exceptional runner will still try on occasion, but he can single-handedly slow you down, and if he can throw out a couple of runners early in the series, it'll stop the game.
A little new look for Kansas City. We're going to see at the top of the order, and there is Wieters who'll try and get it done. They've got Alex Gordon, and we were talking before the game, Mike. I said, look, if a couple of years ago, you said Alex Gordon's going to be in left field instead of third, and he's going to be batting leadoff, you'd have gone, what?
Yeah.
But that's what's happened.
Yeah, absolutely. He's made quite the transition. I went back and did a little homework. He had something like 44 errors and would have accounted at really being 2 years at third base. I'm sure they moved him to the outfield, but the leading off, they're saying he's the high on-base percentage guy, so why not?
Yeah, they've got a young left-hander making the start tonight. Duffy's appeared in only one major league game. Last outing a little nervous. Jim Presley, hitting instructor, and others talking about what are you going to do against this left-hander.
I think you look for it out over the plate, try to hammer it that way. If he comes in, then, obviously you turn on the ball. But he's got to go through a pretty good lineup as far as his fastball is concerned. And we'll see if he gets his breaking ball over tonight. He did his last start. Like I said, he had some adrenaline because that was his first start, and he had some velocities at 95, 96. But I think this guy's going to pitch at 93, 94.
We'll have a chance to look at him. Right now, let's go to Dave McGowan, the PA announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise, and gentlemen, remove your hats. On Sunday night, Joplin, Missouri suffered major destruction and devastation from the worst storm in more than 60 years when a tornado struck and took the lives of 117 people. In honor of those who tragically lost their lives and in respect for their families and friends and for those injured by the storm, we ask that you join us in a reflective moment of silence. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we welcome the Stevensville Middle School Chorus.
On Masson is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. Thunderstorms in the area, but they went around Camden Yards. Both teams got on the field. Let's take a look at our train game time temperature, 85 degrees. Our game time temperature brought to you by Train. Visit train.com for an independent train comfort specialist dealer near you. It's hard to stop a train. Here's the starting lineup for Ned Yost's Kansas City Royals, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It'll be Gordon, Cabrera, and Hosmer, Francoeur, Butler, and Betibet, Aviles, Pena, and Escobar. And you see for Billy Butler at Camden Yards, big numbers.
Tonight's Scouting Report is brought to you by AFCIA. Visit AFCIA.org, the Association for IT Pros. And for Zach Britton, it'll be no room service. Though he's pitched well on the road, back at home, 3-1 record, outstanding 1.54 ERA. And the running Royals, 50 stolen bases. They lead the league. So he'll want to pay close attention to the running game. And also to use the corners. 9 right-handed hitters stacked in this Kansas City Royal lineup, and right-handers just hit .201 against Zach Britton.
This Kansas City team is playing .500 ball against left-handed starters. They do have a real good average, though. They're hitting .275 against lefties overall, .254 against right-handers. Here's the man we talked about moving from the middle of the lineup to the top of the order, Alex Gordon, the left-handed hitter. He'll come in with a 4-game hit streak. Gordon noted when he came into the league for power and extra base hits. Right now, Ned Yost is concentrating on his on-base percentage and trying to get somebody at the top of the order who will take some pitches and get on base. So Britton's going to have to throw him some strikes. He's not going to chase. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Shows bunt and drops a beauty. There's no play. He caught Reynolds playing back, so there's another thing you wouldn't have expected from Alex Gordon along the way. Bunting.
I really did expect a little ball game. Yeah, one time it was called the next George Brett. But Reynolds playing a very deep third base.
And Kansas City gets the leadoff man on, and that was a pretty bunt. Gordon, who's got 4 stolen bases, is on, and here's Melky Cabrera, the switch hitter against the O's. A big series in Kansas City with those 6 RBIs, and he's hitting .316 off lefties. Now Reynolds will play on the grass here, and he does square. This Kansas City team, which scores a lot of runs, let's see if they're going to play small ball all the way around here in the first.
I think trying to set the tone on the road. Again, this club has played extremely well at home. 4 games over 500, 17 and 13. I get the feeling that Reynolds at third base will be playing in on the grass most of this series.
That'll be taken for a strike. Cabrera checking down at third with Eddie Rodriguez, the coach. Cabrera's hitting .233 right-handed, .289 left-handed. He has picked up 5 home runs. 2 have come from this side of the plate. Gordon 4 for 6 in stealing bases. Britton with a long look. Ooh! Mercy right through the box over his head. Jones will get it back in. I mean, that was tagged by Melky Cabrera.
Well, he used the bunt for the first hit and a short stroke by Cabrera. Watch this stroke, just very short, and get down Zach Britton.
So the first 2 are on against Zach Britton. Britton has allowed only 3 runners to reach second base in his last 2 starts. Kansas City gets one there here in the first inning. And here's the much talked about Eric Hosmer, called up to play first base, and if all goes well for Kansas City, he's going to be there for a long time. Pitch to Hosmer, and that will be taken down low for a ball. He is only 21 years old. He's made it here in a heartbeat, and he just was too good to keep down. I mean, he was wearing pitching out in the minor leagues, so for Ned Yost and company, it was like, look, nothing more to be gained. Let's get him here. Britton looking back at second base. Here's the 1-0 delivery to him, and that will be a strike on the outside corner.
I mean, it just shows you he only has 6 games in the big leagues, and Hosmer is batting third in a major league lineup. I don't care where the team is in the standings to make that kind of leap.
He was the first-round pick, 3rd overall in 2008, constantly rated by every rating organization as one of the outstanding hitters and outstanding defensive players in the minor leagues. He's a really good first baseman. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Runners off first and second, and that will be fouled off.
Let's take a look at the Orioles defense tonight. Reimold will be in left field tonight. Jones in center, Markakis in right, Reynolds and Hardy on the left side, Andino and Brandon Snyder getting a start at first base tonight. Matt Wieters back behind the plate.
Britton has not given up a run in the first inning in his starts. This South Miami native's trying to drive one in right here. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Gordon and Cabrera with the leads. And that is down low. Wieters comes up looking at second. Hardy, though, had not gone over to cover. You wonder, Mike, which way this is going to cut. This Kansas City team, 50 stolen bases, leading the American League, with the major leagues leading catcher behind the plate. And Zach Britton has got a really good hold position to keep runners close. And Kansas City having met yesterday to talk about getting picked off. I mean, mentally,
all
where
these
does all
things,
that,
right.
Where's all that end up?
I think I'll just stay put.
Okay. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Here's Britton's delivery, and that's going to be outside. It just seems to me early here that Britton is holding the ball longer than we've seen in his past starts with runners on base.
Well, I would just think he's been sort of warned about the Royals, about their running game and what they can do, and they can be picked off, so you pay a little bit more attention to that part of it. I mean, I think any starting pitcher with the Orioles now feels if he gives Wieters a chance behind the plate. He can throw out just about anybody.
3 ball, 2 strike count. Runners at first and second not going, and that's going to be fought off.
And that's a pretty good sign there of not moving. See, that's the other arson thing. There's clubs that want to run against Zach Britton because he has the outstanding sinker, and they'll want to stay out of 2 for most. I actually thought they may be running here just for that fact. The majority of the balls put in play against Zach Britton will be on the ground.
3-2 count remains. You saw Gordon and Cabrera, the base runners. Zach Britton facing Kansas City for the first time in his career. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and he got him. No small matter on that strikeout.
Let's take a look at this 3-2 pitch. It's like a straight changeup on a 3-2 pitch to the corner.
Our pitch track sponsored by Papa John's. Order online at papajohns.com. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Here is Jeff Francoeur, the right fielder. 9 home runs, 28 RBIs leading the Royals, and here at Camden Yards, a .316 average. And homers. Francoeur laces it left field. Gordon looking, picked up by Reimold. They're going to wave him home. Here's a throw. It'll come through, not in time. And Britton has given up a first inning run as Francoeur continues to do damage to the Orioles, and KC takes a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, usually with Francoeur, it's the long ball, but this pitch here up and out over the plate. Francoeur right on it, always aggressive swinger. And again, the Royals will be very aggressive and probably sensing that they're not going to get that many opportunities, or they better use their opportunities to their advantage early.
Francoeur now has 4 RBIs in 4 games against the Orioles. That's his 29th RBI overall. And here is the designated hitter, Billy Butler. Butler will take it down low. Good scoop made by Wieters. Cabrera had to stop at second base, and Francoeur at first, and Wieters is going to go out and have a word with his young starter.
I think your sense is right about this. I really think that leadoff bunt by Gordon really sort of threw off Zach Britton. How many times you can get your feet on the ground? He hasn't given up any first inning runs. He can settle in, work out his delivery, pitch the majority of it from the windup early. All those things bode well for getting your feet on the ground, and that leadoff bunt put him right in the stretch, and then the pressure of the running game.
And still only 1 away. Butler with a 1-0 count. He has power. They hold the runner Cabrera close at second base. And that pitch will be taken away, and the count's going to go to 2-0. Butler is a .341 hitter in this ballpark, and a couple of home runs.
He's always been Mr. Double with the Royals. He's also been their club MVP the last couple of years.
Here's the 2-0 delivery to him. That's going to go to third. Reynolds backing up. Tough play. There's one. Andino. Oh, what a pick by Snyder. Put a star beside that one. A run on 3 hits, but it could have been a lot worse. But for this stretch at first, 1-0 KC. Contestant tonight is Amy Andrews from Hagerstown. For every double play the Orioles turn, $1,000 from the Maryland Lottery. See how you can turn double plays into cash and enter to win a chance at O's prizes at mdlottery.com/double play. And Amy, congratulations. Before we even got your name out there, you won $1,000 on that double play just turned. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the O's, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Andino, Jones, and Markakis, Guerrero, Wieters, and Reimold, Reynolds, Hardy, and Snyder. Brandino against the lefties. Very solid numbers.
Tonight's Scouting Report is brought to you by AFCIA. Visit AFCIA.org, the Association for IT Pros. Let's give Duffy a mulligan. First Major League start, last time out on the wild side. So control issues. 6 walks in his first Major League start, but in the minor leagues, no history of that wildness, so he should be better tonight. And also 8 and up. He is the 8th rookie pitcher to pitch for the Royals this year.
And he will start it out with a strike. Fastball that runs up to 95 to 97. Probably will be in the mid-90s, 94, 93, 94 when he settles in. Andino will take the big cut, and quickly it goes to 0-2.
Yeah, you can see already a nice, easy fastball. Last one at 93.
Problem last game was he could not get the breaking ball over. Issued some walks, as you might expect in your major league debut. Andino waiting the 0-2, and that's going to be taken outside. A 1-ball, 2-strike count.
It looks like he throws what they call a heavy ball. You can actually hear the catcher's mitt of Pena up here in the booth hit it with a thud.
Pena will work the game for the youngster on the mound. The 1-2 delivery to him, and a breaking ball that's going to miss outside. The other thing, and this is talking with some of the Kansas City players, in that first start, some of his fastballs tended to be up and put him in danger. The guys, most hitters, especially power hitters, love that fastball. It's up somewhere near the strike zone, and he had a few of those in that first game. 2-2 delivery, and that'll be foul back, and another heater.
But that's what happened at the major league level. If you're not getting your breaking ball over, they'll just sit on your fastball, and I don't care if it's 96, 98, or 101. They'll be able to time it if they can just lay off the one pitch. Here's Bob McClure, the pitching coach.
Keeping a close eye on the youngster. Here's the 2-2 delivery to Andino. Robert plunks one to right field. Francoeur diving. Nope. Decided not to. And wisely so. So Andino's on with a leadoff base hit.
Let's take a look at the Royals defense. It'll be Gordon, Cabrera, and Francoeur in the outfield. An outfield that has 16 assists from the outfield. All 3 outfielders are in the top 10 in assists. Vettel middle play third, Escobar at short, Aviles at second, Hosmer at first, and Pena behind the plate.
So the Orioles get the leadoff man on, as both teams have done in the first inning. Adam Jones hitting in that number 2 spot against Kansas City at 5 for 13 in the 3-game series that was played at KC. And Dino, pretty decent lead, and he'll get the throw over by Duffy, which was a bit of a struggling move. He wasn't sure. I don't think he wanted to throw over, and then decided about halfway that he was going to. And once you start, you better do it. And we'll see Wayne Kirby talking to him. We'll see whether or not he extends that lead a little bit. Adam Jones upping his average to that 289 mark, having a big May. There he goes. Runners going, and it's fouled away. So Buck Showalter starts the in-motion game right away.
Try to give them a taste of their own medicine. The Orioles haven't been running that much, but only caught twice, so they really are picking their spots where they can be successful.
Willie Randolph coaching at third. John Russell, the knees bothering him, so Willie's out there at third. Had the home plate umpire visiting Gary Cedarstrom before the start of the half inning. He forgot his helmet. He was wearing a cap.
That's just old school. The rules have changed for Willie.
0-1 delivery, and swung on and missed. Boy, a nasty pitch down and in, and a 2-strike count on Jones. There you see John, who's usually at third base. Got some barking knees going right now and having some treatment, so he's the bench coach taking Willie's place. 0-2 count. Andino not going on the last one. And a breaking ball, change up. He's going to miss down low. 1-2.
Yeah, featuring his first straight changeup. And you can already see power arm. Just because like command may be somewhat of an issue. Strike zone in the major league level, it's much smaller and more consistent than the minor league strike zone. And again, Duffy has had no history of wildness in the minor leagues.
He walked 6 in the 4 innings that he worked against Texas in his major league debut, giving up the 2 runs on 4 hits. Duffy with a 1-2. Andino shortened his lead over there, and that'll be fouled away. Adam Jones is on a list here for the month of May among the red-hot hitters in the American League. He is 3rd in hits in the month of May with 29 so far. And the Orioles have 2 others on that same list, Vladimir Guerrero and Nick Markakis, both at 27. Adrian Gonzalez of the Red Sox leads the American League with 33 hits, as Drupal Cabrera of Cleveland has 30 in May. 1-2 count. Andino's gone only once. There he goes. They got him picked off potentially. Hosmer's throw, and it'll get out of the glove of Escobar. And down with a stolen base is Andino.
Well, very slow pickoff for the tap. Once Duffy lifts his leg and tries to jam it back down. By then, Andino's about 3/4 of the way there. He'd have been safe anyway.
Well, that first move he made didn't look very good, and you thought it was just kind of a lob toss. But that move that was meant to have something on it did not. So now the Orioles get a runner at second and a 1-ball 2-strike count. Adam Jones gets an RBI opportunity. Kansas City got a run on the first. Orioles trying to answer. Escobar holding the runner close at second. Breaking ball, tried again. That's going to miss inside. 2-ball 2-strike count. 382 with runners in scoring position for Adam. The Orioles over the weekend against the Nationals actually improved their number as a team, hitting 284 now with runners in scoring position, second only to the Cleveland Indians in the American League. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Jones chases high heat.
Well, you can see Duffy possesses the outstanding fastball. He gets a little head duck at the end, lets it go.
Duffy gets 1 with a runner at second. Markakis coming up for Nick, an 8-game hit streak with an amazing .412 average. See his career number against lefty, 292. This year, 255. But that number is moving up. 1 down. Markakis got a good cut on that one and fouled it out.
Yeah, much more aggressive swing. So this month has been a good month for Nick Markakis all the way around. Defensively, he had a terrific series against the Nationals. Either holding runners from taking extra bases, covering a lot of ground, and also some big at-bats in that series. Well, it seems like the hitters that were cool in April, Markakis and Jones, I guess and Wieters maybe to some extent, all hot at the moment.
Turnaround look.
And how the lineup seems to have changed and evolved since what it started the season as. Jones was down towards the bottom of the order. I think Wieters was hitting 8th for the most part. Now he's in the RBI slot and leads the club in RBIs.
Brian Roberts is going to be out for an extended period. So the question of second base, Robert Andino answering that call right now, which has changed the lineup, putting him at the top. He's on at second base. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Markakis. This is a pretty good breaking ball. 0-2.
Yeah, you can see he has 3 big league pitches. Fastball, curveball, straight changeup, and we've seen him feature the changeup to both lefties and righties already.
He made 7 starts at AAA before being called up. He was 3-1 with a 3.0 earned run average. 0-2 the count. Andino off second. Markakis takes it, and he's gone. And he knew it before the call was even made. So Duffy gets 2 Ks after giving up the single.
That's the thing with a young pitcher. Not really sure you can think with him. See Markakis looking at it right to the glove. Again, watch 6 his first time.
Vladimir Guerrero has got an 8-game hit streak. Sunday, the 2-run homer in the 7th, hitting .444 during the streak, 5 doubles and 6 RBIs in that time. And this is the player Danny Duffy talked about facing before the game yesterday. In fact, he was talking about it. He's a Vladimir Guerrero fan, and this is inside. And he said, I'm really excited about the opportunity to face Vladimir Guerrero in a major league game. I've watched him play. I really have kind of followed his career a bit. And he says, I'm excited about it to face this veteran. He said, I saw him in my first big league camp when I was 20. And seeing how he takes hacks, it's pretty impressive.
That was so long ago. Duffy now 22, right?
Yeah. And a chopper right back to him. He's going to win the battle and get out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. Kansas City with the early lead. Luna doubles board, American League team leaders. Yes, these Royals have 98. They're on top in the American League in 2 base hits. Call today for the Luna double and get your second room of flooring free. Call 877-241-LUNA. So Duffy works his way out of a problem in the first inning. Now Zach Britton will try and settle it in after giving up the run on 3 hits in the first. Coming up, Wilson Benavides will lead it off, leading the Royals with that .315 number and the .316 average against right-handers. However, only 6 points lower against lefties.
It's kind of the good news and the good news.
Yeah. Again, Reynolds will play in at third base. And the pitch to him tails away and misses for a ball. Kansas City Royals coming off a homestand that did not go well. They went 2-5. 10-inning loss on Sunday to the Cardinals. 9-8 loss. Fouled away. One of the striking things about their homestand, the Royals pitching staff issued 46 walks in 7 games. That's 6.6 walks per game. That's a lot of walks. Orioles hope that might continue here. 1-1 delivery, and Benavides will take the pitch, and it'll go to 2-1. Zach Britton, after his 6th win, his 10th start. The Orioles have gone 6-3 in the 9 games he started this year. Right field, not deep. Markakis meanders under. 1 down. Orioles-Royals continue their 3-game set tomorrow, 7:05. Then don't forget a 12:35 start on Thursday. So skip out of work early. Get your Memorial Day weekend started with a great afternoon of Orioles baseball. Get your tickets in advance and save at 888-848-BURR to go to Orioles.com. 12:35 Thursday. I'm saying that not for your benefit, but for mine. Mike Aviles. Aviles has got a 3-game hit streak coming into the ball game. There's second baseman. Straight back off a heater.
Aviles has done a lot of damage against left-handers. There's a few of these Royals that the Royals are just 6-6 against left-handed starters. Aviles has 14 RBIs and just 35 at bats.
Hardy will get over in front of this. 2 down. Well, it's kind of surprising, Mike, that they would be 6-6 when they're hitting .275 off left-handers.
That's some big numbers today, really from top to bottom in this Royal lineup.
Ned Yost, a man of great baseball acumen and very little patience. Ned is about winning right now. That's why some of these youngsters are here already, and there'll be more to come for this Kansas City team. Here's Ryan Pena. And Pena will take the pitch down low for a ball. He'll step out a little bit. 2 down, nobody on. He had a 1 for 5 against the Orioles in Kansas City. Switch hitter. Fouls it away. Pena hitting .211 right-handed, .205 left-handed. He and Matt Trainer share the catching duties. Matt got thrown out Sunday, and Pena came on to finish up that ball game. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Sounded like a broken bat. Hardy's got it and gets it. So Zach Britton comes back and retires the side in order and does not turn the lineup over. 1-0. The O's new relationship with Delaware North has provided a lot of new concessions as well as the favorites long time here. Camden Yards crab cake, the Birdland dog with pit beef. There's pepperoni hash, Little Italy meatball sub, the Chop House steak and egg sandwich. All here. All yours. And you can map it out ahead of time. If you go to Orioles.com/guide, you get a printable map of the new concession locations. One of which is not located in our booth. Although, some nights it looks
just the way you say that, you can make a full man hungry. It really is
a
amazing.
full man hungry.
Yep.
How do you handle a full man? Make him hungry. Here's Matt Wieters. Leading the O's with 25 RBIs and leads the majors, throwing out 50% of base stealers, 14 out of 28, including some of the best in the game at stealing bases. Which has probably reduced his chances, which is perfectly fine.
That's exactly what happens. Remember a couple of years back with Markakis, I think he threw out 15 or 17 outfield assists. The next year, I think he had 5, and everybody said, what, he had a bad year throwing. They just stopped running.
Reputation precedes you in this game, and certainly Nick's arm and Matt's performance this year are in those scouting reports. Wieters had a 1 for 7 in Kansas City. Ooh, there is a great off-speed pitch.
Remind you, we always like to put tags in who they remind you of. Remind you a little bit of Mark Langston, kind of a big, leggy, good stuff left-hander.
Gets ahead of Wieters, a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Gave him the fastball, popped it up, Pena back. Near the on-deck circle, that'll go over the screen. And the count will stay at 1-2 on Wieters. Matt hitting .242 off the lefties, about 40 points lower. And with runners on, a whole lot better than when they're empty, which is why he's continued to lead the league with runners in scoring position. Danny Duffy, the 1-2 delivery. Off the fist the other way. Second major league start for this young left-hander out of Vandenberg Village, California. He was the '07 third-round selection and passed up a chance to play some ball college level. Pitch will be taken away, and a 2-ball, 2-strike count. And at every level he's been at in his short minor league stay, he has garnered all the attention. Pitcher of the year at A-ball, All-Star, pitcher of the year at high A-ball. That one, a towering pop-up to left center field. Cabrera, a center fielder, makes the catch. Wieters is retired, went away here in the second inning. Nolan Reimold back with the Orioles on the weekend. 2 for 5, home run, 2 RBI in 2 games, and has very good career numbers against the Royals. And the pressure to play is on for PA, for Luke Scott, for Reimold. Luke not in the lineup in this game because of the 2 for 24 against left-handers. So Reimold gets the start, and Snyder, of course, has stayed up to play at first base. 1-0 delivery is swung on and missed. That looked like a turnover pitch.
Well, again, he's not afraid to throw any pitch in any count. Obviously getting over that first major league start jitters. Getting a better picture of what Duffy's all about. I mean, this is more like the guy you see his numbers going through the minor leagues.
1-1 delivery on the way. Reimold will take it up high for a ball. It's another changeup.
So he's already obviously going along with the scouting report. And something Buck Showalter was talking about with Luke Scott, how the league has made a major adjustment to him. We recently noticed all the changeups that Luke sees. You're not going to go unnoticed when you hit 27 home runs. And also that throwing problem that he has kind of opened the door for Nolan Reimold. Both PA and Luke Scott have had trouble hitting left-handers.
Yep, PA just 1 for 8. I mean, he hasn't had the at-bats against him even. Here's the 3-1 delivery. Reimold will go after it, and the count will go to 3-2.
And it shows you how much respect already Reimold has for his fastball. See how early he lifted his leg to get set and ready. And that really is the book on hitters that have that leg lift, is to change speeds.
3-2 delivery, and he got in to chase the fastball, as he did with Adam Jones. That's 3 strikeouts.
Again, that leg lift. This time he's going to be late getting his foot down, and then the bat becomes late.
And our Volkswagen Expo brought to you by the Volkswagen Going Gone event. Great deals are here, but not for long. Visit VWDealer.com. So 3 strikeouts. The first 6 hitters faced by Danny Duffy in his second major league start. Reynolds will foul it away. Bart comes in with a 4-game hit streak. Reynolds has not hit the lefties either. I mean, 114, 221 against the righties. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and that's going to go to third. Betavit. And the youngster has a solid inning, setting the side down 1-2-3. We've completed 2 here at Camden Yards with the Royals up. Brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Go to southwest.com. Grab your bag. It's on. And by Sonic. America's Drive-In. It's new. It's better. It's the new Sonic Good. Beautiful early summer evening. 85 degrees when we started. Some overcast. Virtually no breeze whatsoever here at the ballpark tonight. Zach Britton surrendering his first earned run in 19 1/3 innings. In that first inning, on the RBI base hit by Francoeur. Then he got Butler to hit into the double play and get out of it. Alcides Escobar, the shortstop, and he will take the pitch for a strike. Hitting in the number 9 spot, Gordon, and then Cabrera to follow. Escobar, 256 off the lefties, about 30 points better than right-handers. Into the screen and an 0-2 count.
I'm talking to some of the Royals people this afternoon. They're saying just outstanding glove work. He's only committed 2 errors. I think he has maybe the second most chances in all of the major leagues. Just doing a great job at shortstop for him.
0-2 delivery. He leads all major league shortstops in fielding percentage and in all of those new stats about range factor.
Range factors, yeah.
He's number 1 in that department. And the pitch will be taken inside. 2-ball, 2-strike count. The quantification of those things that many said could never be quantified.
Mostly defense, and defense still is the hardest thing to do that.
Yep. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Ground ball right back to the mound. Zach Britton's got it. And Escobar is retired. Still time to sign the family up for the Junior Orioles Dugout Club. 14 and under. Tickets to 9 remaining Dugout Club games. You get the lunch bag, membership card, subscription to the Kids Magazine. It's only $20. And the members get free giveaways each game. Family and friends can get tickets starting as low as $6. The next Dugout Club game tomorrow night. 888-848-BIRD, Orioles.com. Join up. Let the kids be the big shots and bring the parents for cheaper tickets. Here's Alex Gordon. And Gordon will take the pitch. Left-handed batter, hitting .305 against left-handers. Much better than his .268 against righties. He laid down a beautiful bunt single and scored the lone run in the ballgame in that first inning. That's an inside strike call by Gary Cederstrom, who has the plate. Andy Fletcher on his crew. He is the crew chief, Cederstrom, Chris Conroy, and Mike DeMuro, the umpires. Breaking ball strike on the outside corner, to which Gordon pauses a moment in brief reflection. And that breaking ball is going to miss outside. He's been in the leadoff spot now for 6 games. First time in his career that he'd ever hit in the leadoff spot. He's 3rd in the league in doubles and tied for 7th in extra base hits. 2-2 delivery. And that one is bounced, and after getting ahead of him, the count goes full.
Well, sometimes it's difficult to pitch to if there's only one left-handed hitter in the lineup. If you're a left-handed pitcher like Zach, or maybe 1 or 2 left-handers, as is the case tonight. You go through those righties, you get used to seeing that right side of the plate visually with that hitter standing there. Something will throw you off when all of a sudden the left-hander will come up.
3-2, and boy, did he get all of that. That is way back, and goodbye home run. Just shy of Utah Street. Alex Gordon gives Kansas City a 2-0 lead. That's why he had been hitting 3rd or 4th in the lineup most of his career.
It's going to be Ricky Henderson leading off with a high on-base percentage and occasional pop. But as we said, left-handers on the year hitting higher against Zach Britton than the right-handers. Lefties hitting .230, right-handers just .201, and most of it's that changeup.
And that'll be fouled off by Melky Cabrera, who singled his first time up. So 5 home runs for Gordon, who's a factor early on. He has scored 2 runs in the ballgame. Cabrera with 1 down and nobody on. And that's off the fists and foul back. Gordon now with 26 runs batted in. He is right behind the leaders on the ball club in RBIs, Francoeur and Aviles. Britton will miss inside. Only the second home run by a lefty off Zach Britton this year, and only the 5th home run that he has surrendered. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Reached for.
Seems like he hasn't had the good location, the command of his stuff tonight that he's had in his other starts. It seems like he actually seems to me, anyways, to be a little bit more of a rush than he has been in his other starts.
1-2 delivery in the dirt.
There's a certain pace, to pitching. Maybe he figures he has to give up a couple of runs to get some runs of support.
Remember how good he has been here in this ballpark. He's 3-1. His ERA was 1.54 at home, the 6th best home ERA in the league. That's a high chopper. Hardy's going to hustle. Gets it. Snyder there to stay in the bag. Talked about how Buck Showalter wants to make some W's and win some series here with these games out of the 12 of the next 15 out of the division. You see what the Orioles have done. Teams 500 or better or under 500. 11-6 on those under 500. Runs up, average up, ERA down. And against 500 or better ball clubs, 10-18 with that 3.6 runs per game, which is not enough for the Orioles. As we've talked about all year, their number has been 4 runs scored, that they 4 or more to win.
And that seems to be the magic number.
That pitch is going to be in there for a strike. Eric Hosmer, a strikeout victim, his first time up. Hosmer, too, with lots and lots of power. 1-1 delivery to second base. In the air, caught by Andino. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. The home run by Alex Gordon increases the lead to 2-0. Reebok Real Flex, natural movement perfected. Alex Gordon has been the wheel in this one, leading off with a bunt single. It seemed to disrupt Zach Britton and scored a run in the first, then hit a home run in the third, his 5th. And on the mound, Danny Duffy got out of a little problem in the first inning after Andino singled, and he's retired all 6 he's faced since. J.J. Hardy. Hardy hitting in the 8th spot, then Snyder and Andino. Hardy hitting at .219 on the year now with a couple of home runs. .1-0 delivery. He'll take it on the outside corner. We were talking about Brian Roberts. Andy McPhail met with the press just before the start of the game, saying second baseman who had been in Pittsburgh visiting doctors regarding the concussion. That is deep, and that is foul. The doctors advising he not do any physical activity for 2 weeks. And the plan would be once he gets back to baseball activities, it would be a week after that he would get back. So we're talking at least a month. He's not played in the last 8 days. And Andy McPhail said there is a possibility the Orioles would look outside the organization for a second baseman. 1-2 delivery. That's down the line and foul. McPhail said, I quote here, "We will look at other things. There are a variety of ways we can go, particularly now it's complicated because we've got guys coming off the DL and we don't know exactly when they're coming off." End of quote from Andy McPhail. So for Brian Roberts, it's going to be a while. Hardy will go to right field. That's down the line. That is a fair ball into the corner. Francoeur with that great arm has to circle it around. Hardy will go into second. He'll have a stand-up double leading off the third.
Yeah, nice at bat by Hardy. The first time it just misses a home run down the left field line, and then goes right with this pitch up and out over the plate down the right field line. See if the low screamer has been somewhat slumping since he hit that grand slam 20-25 at bats ago.
So Hardy's on. Orioles leadoff man on 2 out of 3 innings. And that will be fouled away by Brandon Snyder. Snyder getting another start at first base in the ball game for the Orioles. And I mean, this is a great opportunity for him to show what he can do. He collected his first 2-hit game Saturday against the Nationals. Lee remains out on the DL. 0-1 delivery, and that will be taken down low. Brandon coming up on Wednesday. He was hitting .267 at Norfolk. Orioles trying to get the ball game tied up. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. The Royals 0-2-0 for the O's. Duffy with the 0-2 delivery. Slow rolling. It'll stay foul. Orioles have won 5 out of their last 10. Kansas City's won just 3 of their last 10 ball games. They come in with a 2-game losing streak. The Royals do. Now the Orioles have won a couple. The last 2 in the series against the Nationals. Holding the runner close, shortstop Escobar fouled away. In our Who'd Have Thought department today, how about the home run guys who weren't? Albert Pujols, his 8th home run, ended a career-long streak of 105 without one. Josh Hamilton just getting back from injuries. 1 pitch, home run. He had 32 last year. Corey Hart, 31 last year, didn't have any. He got 3, first 3 of the season yesterday. And Jack Cust had his longest streak without a home run. He ended that as he picked one up. So the long ball hitters coming alive in ball games that were played yesterday.
That's sort of the go figure year with the home runs. And then Jose Bautista up in Toronto just keeps bombing away. He has 18, hit 50 for 54 last year.
And got him. So Snyder is called out on strikes. That's 4 strikeouts now for Duffy.
Yes, two of the 4 now called third strikes. 0-2 pitch. It really is the break, the sort of the east-west break to that curveball that Snyder gives up on it, and it bends onto the plate. Again, pretty good stuff.
Runner still at second base. Now 1 down, top of the order. Here's Andino. He singled, stole a base, stranded at second, and will take the pitch down low for a ball.
When you got hitters walking away without complaint, it's good stuff.
What's kind of amazing is a little growth being shown by Duffy if what he said about his first start is true. He said, I think in my first start when I got 2 strikes I tried to be too fine. I tried to make too good a pitch. I throw 96. I don't need to throw 99. And here in this ball game he's getting those 2-strike pitches in and not necessarily with a fastball.
Yeah, right there's a perfect example. 0-2 strikeout. I'm not trying to waste pitches or throw too hard.
2-0 count. Ned Yost obviously taking a long look here as they really hope Duffy is the real deal and can help them this year. That fastball is going to miss, framed by Pena, but he doesn't get the call. And the count will go to 3-0 on Andino.
I guess that's what you like about the Royals so far. When you have, a player like Duffy and certainly Hosmer at first base, when they're ready, they bring them up. It's like bring up your best 25 and keep bringing up your best 25.
3-0 is taken, and it is in there for a strike. And as we were talking before the game, Mike, they're going to bring some more up. They got a young third baseman who thinks about ready to go.
And Moustakas, and they've got some other. They said they got plenty of left-handers in the system, but that puts pressures on the pitchers that are here at the major league level. Like I said, 8 rookies have already been auditioned. Most of them in the Royals bullpen.
Count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The problem, and Kansas City's trying to win. We said Ned Yost doesn't play this game any other way. Kansas City's in the division with Cleveland. I mean, they're in 3rd place. They're 8.5 games out.
Yeah, they're 2 games under 500, 8.5 out. The Orioles are 3 games under, 3.5 out.
Yeah. It's because Cleveland is having such a great start. 3-2 delivery. And again, fouled back by Andino.
Yeah, they're 1.5 games out of 2nd place with the Tigers. But Cleveland already 30 wins. Some teams still in the low 20s. Yeah, Cleveland's 19-4 at home.
I saw a story today. They are on pace to break the all-time record for home wins. Now, they probably won't do it. If they kept the pace up, they'd be 67-14 at home.
Buy your tickets.
3-2 delivery is inside, and there's the first walk surrender. Well, the Orioles get runners at first and second, 1 away for Adam Jones. Adam, a strikeout victim, his first time up. The current record for most wins at home is 65. The 1961 Yankees with Maris and Mantle combining for the big home run totals. They have the record. 61 Yankees went 65-16 at Yankee Stadium. Here's the Orioles' chance to get this thing tied up or better here in the 3rd inning. They are down 2-0, and Jones will go after it and fight it off. These 2 ball clubs have had some of the biggest increases in win percentage, with the Indians on top, then the Mariners, followed by the Royals and Orioles and Angels for the greatest win increase percentage from last year to date. Here's the 0-1 delivery. What was that pitch?
I think a straight changeup. I'm having a hard time reading. I just checked the board, 94, so a fastball, but I'm having a hard time reading his fastball changeup because the delivery is identical. You can see the Oriole right-handers are having a hard time with that combination also.
He has thrown 52 pitches already. Here's the 0-2 delivery, and Jones on a breaking ball. Wow. So Adam has struck out twice swinging. That's 5 strikeouts. That's one of the reasons that pitch count is up there.
Yeah, it is. He runs deep into the count, but again, make no mistake about it. He has a great breaking ball, changeup, fastball combination, been 95, 96. Not great command, but the stuff is so superior.
And our Jeep Expo brought to you by the 2011 Jeep Compass. 2 down. And Nick Markakis will take it for a ball.
So what year was that home record? At 65
61.
And 61.
61 Yankees.
The great 61 Yankees.
Yep. Maris and Mantle combined that year for 54 home runs at home at Yankee Stadium.
I wonder how many went into those right field stands. They must have been the hottest ticket in town.
I think that was foul tipped. It was. And a 1-ball, 1-strike count. I mean, winning that many games at home. And to think that Cleveland's on a pace to win 2 more than that at 67. Oof. Duffy with a 1-ball, 1-strike count on Markakis. Told you he walked 6 in his major league debut. He has had 2 3-ball counts so far and only 1 walk. And Markakis swings through it. And the count will go to 1-2.
direction, having a hard time catching up with it.
Duffy has set himself a new career high. 5 strikeouts. He had 4 in his debut. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Markakis on a chopper to first base. A Baltimore chop. Played to the bag by Hosmer, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 are left on. 2-0 Royals. We thought this would be a pretty good matchup of 2 young quality left-handers, and that's exactly what it is.
And both of them with outstanding stuff. A little different style and stuff.
Francoeur going after the first pitch. Hardy's got it. Francoeur, who had the RBI single his first time up, retired, leading off the 4th inning.
Yeah, 4th ground ball to short after the 1st inning. And just really didn't seem to have his feet on the ground.
Billy Butler it into the double play that really helped Britton and the Orioles in that 1st inning. One down and nobody on, and the pitch will be outside for a ball. Billy Butler is the Nick Markakis of the Kansas City Royals. He's got the franchise record hitting streak in consecutive series at 120 consecutive series he's hit in, while Nick Markakis is up to 155 consecutive series. Nick leads the majors in that number. Here's the 2-0 delivery to him, and down to third. Fair ball. Reynolds circles it, knows who's running, takes his time, and gets the out. 2 down. Gather up the group and family and enjoy Oriole Park's newest fan destination, the Miller Lite Flight Deck. A low price. You get the casual atmosphere with bar-like seating, a great view of the game. Everyone gets a food and beverage voucher you can use anywhere in the yard. Individual tickets are available for select games. For more on the Miller Lite Flight Deck, 888-848-BIRD or Orioles.com. Two down, nobody on. Here's Wilson Betterman. He flied to right his first time up. Zach Britton, no walks and 1 strikeout. 1 walk and 5 strikeouts for left-hander Danny Duffy on the other side.
And Zach Britton using a lot more changeups tonight than we've seen.
1-1 delivery, and it will miss away. As we said, this Kansas City team comes in with a very good lineup. They are one of the leading offensive teams in the American League. They rank 3rd in average and 4th in runs per game. They are 4th in on base percentage. They have a lot of extra base hits. Their pitching has been less than stellar. They are 12th in ERA, while the Orioles are 13th. But their offense has carried them along.
It's been the offense, and I guess their defense has turned out to be a little better than they expected.
There is a 2-out walk surrendered. The first walk of the game by Zach Britton. And that will bring Mike Aviles up. He grounded out his first time up. No chance to have the 1-2-3 inning goes by the boards. RBI Francoeur in the first inning. Home run Gordon in the third are the 2 runs for Kansas City. And the pitch is taken for a strike. Britton keeping an eye on Betterman, who has stolen 3 out of 4. Virtually everybody on this ball club runs a little bit. 0-1 delivery. Aviles will take that to center field. Jones backing up, and he's got it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Zach Britton looking for a little bit of offensive support, as is true in every game. And Fios, switch to Fios, the network ahead. To learn more, visit Verizon.com/get Fios. This date, May 24, 1935, the first night game in Major League Baseball was played at Crosley Field in Cincinnati. The Reds won it 2-1. In 1964, in this state, there were 7 shutouts pitched in one day, setting a Major League record. And Cal, in 94, hit his 300th career home run off Teddy Higuera in Milwaukee. What would thou add to that?
What I would add to it?
Yes.
I can remember Teddy Higuera, and Cal loved hitting off him, though he was a real tough left-hander. He had good at-bats. I was actually looking at a quote from Clark Griffith talking about night baseball is just a passing fad. Right on.
Right on.
Right on it.
Guerrero will get a right field, and he's got a base hit. Francoeur thought about throwing to first base, and he would with that arm he's got. But Guerrero hustled down there, and he's on.
You see the great smile from Francoeur to Guerrero. A little game within a game. Nothing fancy. Fastball up and out over the plate. Guerrero has just been hitting line drives all over the field.
The Orioles have the leadoff man on now, 3 out of 4 innings. Vladdy's got a 9-game hit streak now. And here is Matt Wieters. Wieters flied out his first time up. And will take the pitch down low for a ball. Remember that for Duffy in his debut, and this is just his second major league game, he worked only 4 innings against Texas. He does have the minor league games, of course, at AAA. That pitch is going to be taken inside. Now Wieters gets ahead on the count 2-0. Now can you count on a fastball here?
No, probably not. Just haven't seen enough of Duffy to know what his tendency is in a 2-0 count.
2-0 delivery on the way, and Wieters, center field, Cabrera. He's got it. Guerrero tags and goes back to the bag, and that'll bring up Reimold.
Hey, last at bat. This is hitting his timing and pitching his disruption of timing. Watch that lead leg, the left leg of Reimold. Once it's early getting down, the next time it's late, right in between. On the 3-1 pitch, you see him, it's a little bit late again, and then it's real late on the 3-2 pitch for the strikeout. So that lead leg, and that's with a fastball changeup combination to a hitter that had that leg lift. It's a timing issue. When do you get that foot down? You get it down in time.
And that pitch will be taken for a strike. Isn't that what Bautista got rid of?
That's what he mastered. He really has an early setup with that leg kick. He lifts it, but then it's down on the ground, almost like a normal swing.
Which is what he credits with all the home runs that have come.
I mean, Harold Baines was famous for the high leg lift.
Yep.
But again, he'd say when he'd go into slumps too, it was the timing of getting that foot down. When you're anxious, it would be late, and it messes up your whole swing.
Reimold 1-1. And that pitch is taken down low. Reimold, a strikeout victim, his first time up. Reynolds waiting on deck. Guerrero's the base runner at first. Duffy's 2-1 delivery, and Reimold will take that up high. Now that's the pitch Duffy's had the Orioles going after a couple of times when they've been behind in the count. Now it goes to 3-1.
Yeah, when you're getting major league hitters to chase up in the zone, they're not getting a good look at it. That's how you can tell he has good velocity. That's a pitch they use to just easily lay off of.
Popped up, shallow center, Cabrera. A busy center fielder will put it away, and there are 2 down. Text Orioles 29292 and get MASN alerts right in the palm of your hand. Message and data rates may apply. Well, the Orioles got the leadoff man on in the first inning. Andino, he stole second, then 2 strikeouts and a ground ball out. Leadoff double by Hardy in the third. Strikeout, a walk, a strikeout, and a ground ball out. Leadoff man on 4th inning. So far, 2 fly ball outs. And that pitch will be taken up high by Reynolds. Orioles with 3 hits in the ball game, a double and 2 singles. Ned Yost Ball Club, 3 singles and a home run. Check swing. Did he go? Strike called in any event on Reynolds.
He's had the Oriole hitters right in between. Late in fastball and early on the off speed.
Duffy 1-1. And he got it. And it's deep. And it's foul. Reynolds, Mark's really had problems here at Camden Yards with the average, at least. He's only hitting 127 here. That's what's brought him down, because his average on the road is 275.
His home average, yes. Under 100.
He's had 2 of his 5 home runs in this ballpark. And he's doing the same thing he did last year. He comes into this ball game, 20 RBIs and a 196 average. Only one other player with 20 or more RBIs hitting under 200, and that's Adam Dunn of the White Sox, who did the same thing last year.
Yeah.
Up high, 2-2.
I mean, he's hit a number of foul home runs. It almost seems like a timing issue. When he's had success, it's been more towards center and right center.
How about the fact Duffy's up to 71 pitches, Mike?
That's going to be the enemy tonight. It's really not the Oriole hitter. It's going to be the pitch count.
And he got him to go after one, foul tipped and held on to. 6 strikeouts for Danny Duffy, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. Baseballability trivia fact. On this date in 1964, Harmon Killebrew hit a home run 471 feet at Memorial Stadium. Said to be the longest home run hit there. Home run was off Milt Pappas, the longest ever at Memorial.
Yeah, I was going to look it up and see if it was off our good buddy Jim Palmer, but I guess not.
You weren't hoping.
No.
He's not hoping, Jim.
No, and I wasn't there in 64.
He's not smiling right now.
I was not there for another decade.
Okay, good. You're so much younger than Jim anyway.
Yes, in dog years.
Dog years. Pitch is taken for a strike. Here's Brian Pena, grounded out his first time out. Escobar and then top of the order Gordon. We go to the fifth inning. Orioles have had their chances in this ball game. They have stranded 4. And the pitch will be taken down low, so the count goes on for Zach Britton. Came into this ball game. The Orioles had not scored a run while he was in the game for 21 1/3 innings. And that's gone up by 4. Played by Markakis. There's a leadoff single for Pena here in the 5th inning. Now Escobar, who you got to believe is going to lay a bunt down here. He's checking down at third for the sign. Escobar has 4 sacrifices, leading, second on the Orioles to Chris Getz, who's got 7 on the Royals.
And Reynolds way in on the grass at third base.
And of course, he punches one to right field. It'll be hauled in by Markakis. The runner halfway will go back. Orioles will take that. That's an out. And no advancement. 1 away. Top of the order, Alex Gordon, a big night already. He's continued his hit streak to 5 games. He started it out with a beautiful bunt single and scored, and then delivered the 5th home run of this season in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, he's hit one about 45 feet for a hit and one about 405 feet for a hit.
It's Gordon's 2nd career home run here at Camden Yards. And the leadoff batter will stand in with a runner at first base. Not a base stealer. Brian Pena barely has a lead over there. Gordon up to 288 now and 26 runs batted in.
The other thing, this Royals club does most of their running against right-handed pitchers. On the season, they've stolen 13 bases. Lefty's a little bit tougher to read over at first base and to get a jump. They've stolen 13 of their 50 bases against left-handers. 7 have been caught. So not the greatest of percentage.
No.
With a lefty on the mound.
1 ball, 1 strike count. Again, no lead at first base. Britton looking over. And the 1-1 on a check swing. Reynolds is playing in anyway. Gets one and not quite, but a great try. Reynolds with a real tough angle to get that throw to second base to Andino.
He's already in on the grass. Cuts right across to the mound. Takes it all the way and on the run. Little snap throw to Andino. Again, Gordon runs pretty well. Nice quick feed. Right where Andino wanted it, about chest high.
It's a nice play. Reynolds has made a couple of nice plays. That double play in the 1st inning that he was part of was a tough throw to second. He was backing up. That time he was going the other way, coming in. So 2 down. Here's Melky Cabrera, who is singled and grounded out. Cabrera will take it for a strike. Cabrera had a day off on Sunday, so he's gotten a couple days rest. Tied for 3rd in the American League in triples. He's got 3 of those and 16 multi-hit games. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and that's grounded to second. Is going to go through for a base hit. Gordon will make the turn. Jones will make sure he stays. And Cabrera's 2 for 3 in the ball game, and 7 for 16 on the year against the Orioles.
You see his battle plan is right back up the middle. He had a line drive in that area, and now the ground ball.
So the Royals trying to mount a 2-out rally, get Eric Hosmer to the plate. He has struck out and lined out. Their young first baseman gets another chance. That's 6 hits in the ball game off Zach Britton.
The most hits allowed in a start for Zach Britton was 6 innings against the Indians, where he allowed 8 base hits.
Big helicopter cut right there by Hosmer. Britton with 2 down. Hosmer out of Heritage High in Plantation, Florida, where he hit all kinds of home runs and put up incredible numbers at the high school level. He was honored by the Royals last year as the Frank White Award winner as the best defensive minor leaguer in the Royals system. We were talking about his play at first base. Breaking ball, good stop made by Wieters to hold the runners. And the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Hosmer in his minor league career, 3+ years, 298 average over those seasons. Runners off first and second, and Gordon made a fake to third base. He actually ran a couple of steps. He drew Hardy. Looks like he's a head first slider too, with that protector he's got on his hand there. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Down to first and fouled. So Zach Britton gets ahead of him 1-2.
And that's the pitch he always has in his arsenal. That sinker he can always count on. At least so far. Late breaking, hard to read, straight down. Has both left-handed hitters and right-handed hitters just hitting the top of it.
Runners off first and second, 2 away. Royals up 2-0. 1-2 delivery to short. Got a force play at second. Going to go to first and will get the out. No runs on a couple of hits. No errors to a left on base. Good pitching duel underway. And back here with Mike, Gary Thorne, and this is the pitching duel we kind of expected.
It's nice. A couple of young left-handers. One just making his second major league start, and Duffy, a 22-year-old or a 23-year-old, and you get the feeling you're probably going to see these guys for many, many, many more years.
They look good. It is soft-shell crab season. Did you know that?
It is not.
Do you like soft-shell crabs?
I do.
There's
Did you bring some?
No, special restaurant offers, though, around the city going on right now. You look for participating restaurants. You can get soft-shell crabs done a number of ways at restaurants that are offering special deals.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like molting myself.
Do you? I did that over the weekend.
Yes.
I molded my hair. It's now black. Used to be a blonde. And,
navy blue and navy brown.
Blue. So get your soft shell crabs around Baltimore. Look for the restaurants that are making the special offers.
I'm game.
We'll send back Zach Britton. Couple. If he wins. Here's J.J. Hardy, and the pitch is taken away as Duffy goes to work here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Left-hander's 1-0 delivery, and that'll move his feet a little bit. Hardy has the lone extra base hit for the Orioles. He led the 3rd inning off with a double and was stranded. Just a tough night to Duffy's credit. A young pitcher who's had leadoff batters on in 3 of the 4 innings to be able to get out of those innings without damage. He's throwing strikes when he's needed to. And that will be taken up high. So he falls behind here 3-0.
The Hardys may have had the best swings against the young left-hander Duffy. Last time up, at a long foul home run and then a doubled on the right field line.
The second 3-0 count that Duffy has had in the ball game. J.J. Hardy will take, and he's on. Now bear in mind, his pitch count's getting up there in just his second major league start. Join us again tomorrow. Morrow's action as Jake Arrieta takes the mound against Luke Hochevar. Our coverage on MASN HD begins at 6:30. O's Extra presented by Verizon 4G LTE, followed by game coverage at 7. All the access you need right here on MASN. Let's see if the Orioles can take advantage of these leadoff batters getting on. 2 walks surrendered in the ball game. Snyder, a strikeout victim. That will bring the hitting coach and the manager to the front top step. And that's 5 in a row out of the strike zone. And that will bring a visit to the mound. Bob McClure, the pitching coach. Mike talked about the fact there have been 8 rookie pitchers Kansas City Royals have already used. For a pitching coach, boy, that's a major work.
That's why Bob McClure's hair is gray. Breaking in all these youngsters, getting them used to life in the big leagues. Bob McClure, pretty good left-handed pitcher in his day. Had one of the better pickoff moves around baseball.
There is nobody up in the bullpen.
They just don't want this inning to get away from the young left-hander. Give him a little breather. Has a pretty quick pace.
One of the things Bob said they were trying to do in this start, working with Duffy on, is quickening his pace. They thought he was a little slow in the first game. Not quick, but just get into a better rhythm. 1-0 delivery, and that's away. That's 6 in a row out of the strike zone.
Even tried a different pitch, went to the straight changeup. Well, I'm sure a lot of things going through this young left-hander's mind. I mean, I have a 2-0 lead. If I can get through 5, I got to, I can qualify for my first major league win.
2-0 delivery, and he's taking, and that's not close. Now he's really struggling with the strike zone.
Yeah, the first time tonight it seems like an effort, and that fastball clearly 4 or 5 miles an hour slower than the other, so more or less aiming it for the zone instead of making it go to the zone.
Going to be taking here, and he gets the fastball in. So he had 7 in a row out of the strike zone and then throws the strike. Snyder now with a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Hardy on at first base. Orioles trailing 2-0. Short lead. He has a very smooth delivery to the plate. He does not have a smooth delivery to first base.
No. Well, he probably hasn't had very many runners on in his career. The only way you get a good move is to have a lot of practice at it.
And he walks him. So 2 walks to start the 5th inning, and the Orioles get their best chance of the ball game.
And we'll have a visit from the infielders. Looks like there will be some movement in the Royals bullpen. Just trying to calm him down. You see, he's a high energy. We've watched him between innings in the dugout. He's really not going to sit still and talking to everybody, and is involved with the infielders. So one of those high energy left-handers.
Duffy in his minor league career, he went 27-14 in 344 innings in the minors. He struck out 402 and issued 110 walks.
Yeah, that walk to strikeout ratio is pretty good.
Andino's bunting and a bad bunt and a chance for 2, and they got him. Oh, mercy. Hardy gets doubled off on the throw. Betterman at third base, and Betterman gave a tap of the glove to Pena, the catcher, because Pena called for this throw.
And you watch it, it's up right here. I'm not sure about the play at second. Seems to take a little long for this throw to get there. You're right, he looked at first, then flips it to second. I think Hardy thought he had it.
Boy, is that a big play in the ball game. 5-6 double play. The Orioles with 2 on and nobody out. Now a runner at first and 2 down, all in one play. And again, there's a catcher doing something catchers love, being in charge of the game. He saw the play. Betterman couldn't. Betterman did not realize he had a play there until Pena hollered at him. And then he high-fived with the glove on Pena after they got the out. And Adam Jones is not liking this left-hander. He has struck out twice, and Duffy has thrown him just all kinds of stuff.
Adam, one of the Oriole killers of left-handed pitching. Tonight, this is not your usual left-hander. Pitch count at 84.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Jones to second base. That's right off the end of the bat. Aviles will make the play, and that inning ends in a hurry. No runs, no hits, no errors, and only one left on base. It remains 2-0. Orioles baseball on Masson, brought to you by AT&T, Rethink Possible, and by Blimpie, America's Sub Shop. See, there they are right there. They're little great crabs. Oh yeah. The low bay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There's Lefty.
Oh yeah, Lefty right there.
Yeah, except for that missing the claw.
I love soft shell.
Especially in the day of a game.
Oh, man.
Or any other time.
Any other time. Either a day of a game or any other time. Here is Jeff Francoeur. Francoeur singled in a run in the first inning and has grounded out. Alex Gordon, a home run, his 5th of the year in the 3rd. Zach Britton, a walk and a strikeout. Very much in this ball game. The Orioles offense just has not been able to get it done through 5.
Yeah, when you go back, they just scored the 1 run on really one swing of the bat, 2 runs on the Guerrero home run against the Nationals to win 2-1. So the offense has sputtered along. And if you go back to Saturday when they did score 8 runs, they had 2 4-run innings. So they haven't been able to really string much together, and the power has been pretty much non-existent.
Here's the 2-1 delivery on the way, and that is going to be in there for a strike. So Britton gets him to 2-2. It's the most pitches Francoeur sees in a plate appearance, taking the count to 2-2. And just missed outside, and the count will go to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Francoeur with a .366 average against left-handed pitchers, 7th in the American League against lefties. This lefty delivers the 3-2, and that's going to be a base hit. That looked like a Vladimir Guerrero hit right there. Francoeur is on in the 6th inning with a single. Our Suzuki game flow, Otto's all-wheel drive lineup. Suzuki, the power of engineering. It has been about the pitching. Both Zach Britton and Danny Duffy, the 2 young left-handers, doing an outstanding job. And Alex Gordon, he's gotten on base with a single and scored and then hit a home run. He's provided the runs. Here is Butler, who hit into a double play and is grounded out. Francoeur at first base, 7 hits for the Royals. Francoeur's 5 for 5 in stealing bases. So you do have to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, they all have pretty good percentages. But, they're going to only have to go up a scouting report to what kind of move Zach Britton has. So really don't expect him to do much running tonight. He may try to get some false jumps here just to get a feel.
There he goes. Throw by Wieters. He got a big jump. It'll be a stolen base. Francoeur.
Like I said, he'll be off with the first chance he gets. Watch his first move. As soon as he picks up his right foot, he is off. And that's where you're just taking a chance. If they come over the first, I'm still going to second base.
So he's 6 for 6. And he gets in scoring position with nobody out. Wieters now 14 out of 29 getting base stealers. Butler 1-1. And the pitch is down low for a ball.
Again, part of that is due to Britton, the great sinker baller on the mound, and Butler at the plate last year. He did into a lot of double plays. Not as many this year. I think that was only his second or third tonight. So it's really twofold: the sinker of Britton's and also the tendency of Butler to hit into the double play. You send that runner.
Base stealers 3 out of 6 against Zach Britton now. 2-1 delivery, a chopper up the middle. That's a base hit. Jones, Francoeur's coming. Here's the throw on the way to the plate, and not in time. May not have gotten him. Francoeur may have gotten by him because that was a close play. But it's another run, and it's 3-0 Royals.
I really didn't think they had a chance. Francoeur with good speed, and he's not holding back at all. No hesitation, makes a nice turn at third base. Again, closer than I thought. Head first slide. See eyes right on the back edge of that plate. Looks like he's in. I was surprised it was that close. That was really a nice play by Adam Jones. Instead of barehanding the ball in center field, and in one motion throwing, and really a perfect throw.
So credit Butler with the RBI. That's 3 runs now on 8 hits in the ball game. So Zach Britton has, for just the second time in his major league career, surrendered 8 hits in a game.
And he's got to feel good about that. You steal second base, and a couple of pitches later, you're scoring from second base. So that's a well-earned run by the Royals.
18 RBIs for Butler. Wilson Bettman has walked and flied out. First bullpen action. Brad Bergeson, who was in the pen, is up. Zach Britton, 3 runs, 8 hits. We are in the top of the 6th inning. He's thrown 83 pitches. Still nobody out in the inning. Butler not a base stealer, very short lead. And that will be fouled off. And a 2-strike count. And you're pretty much seeing the Kansas City game. Create opportunities for yourself and then deliver, and they do. They're hitting .274 as a team with runners in scoring position. That's 3rd in the league. The Orioles are 2nd. 0-2 delivery is inside by Zach Britton. I don't care who you are, Mike, you know, as a pitcher, I guess, but it would seem to me when you go game after game after game and there is nothing on the board run-wise for you, it's got to get under your skin a little, doesn't it?
You know, it's probably worse, I would think, in the National League where, you're part of the offense. In the American League, tell you the truth, a lot of times you just go over there and you sit down and you just wait. If they get me some runs, fine. My job is really like the goalie is to keep the other team off the board. But it does, you're right, it does get frustrating. And the only thing you can good to say is you really do get into a good groove. If your team is making outs quickly, you're right back out there. That's why you see some of these nothing games and both starters going 9. Nobody's sitting too long. The innings aren't taking very long.
Zach Britton has now gone 26 in the 3rd innings without having a run scored for him while he's been on the mound.
The thing is, in his mind, he knows he's throwing the ball as well as he can throw. So it's not like he's going to try to turn it up and do too much. You just, that's the American League. You just have to wait. You have to wait for the runs.
Here's the 3-2 delivery on the way, and he got him. So Britton will get the strikeout on Bettman. That'll be the first out of the inning, and Zach's 2nd K.
Yeah, 3-2 pitch. You can just see that sinker, bottom falling out of it. That's what makes him so tough. I mean, he's not a high strikeout pitcher. Most of the at-bats are over by 3 or 4 pitches, which is another great thing in his cap, that he can do so well. When he pitched that 9-inning outing, he only threw 108 pitches. I mean, that's most pitches are in the 5th or 6th inning with that.
Here's Mike Aviles up with 1 away, and the runner on at first base. Aviles has gone 0 for 2 against the Orioles on the year. 5 hits in 13 at-bats in the 4 games. He has driven in a couple of runs. Aviles now hitting at .239 on the year. And he whacks that one. That's going to be into the corner. Reimold over. It'll take a hop and go over for a ground rule double. So Butler will go to third, and Aviles delivers a 2-bagger, putting 2 in scoring position with only 1 away.
And Aviles hitting out that 7th spot, and he's had good numbers against the lefties. .351 coming in, a couple of home runs, and just 14 RBIs against left-handed pitching and 37 at-bats.
And our pitch track sponsored by Verizon 4G LTE. Rule the air in the most advanced 4G network in the world.
So now he has allowed the most hits ever in his young career, 9.
Ferguson is ready in the bullpen if But Showalter wants to make a move. Here's Brian Pena. Pena singled. Last time up is also grounded out. The infield is drawn in with only 1 away. And the pitch is down low. Butler, the lead runner, not particularly fast at third. Aviles at second. Orioles going to try and cut this run off if he takes off on contact. Zach Britton with a 1-0 count. Pena slow roller. Runners not coming. Wieters gets the out. That play is so often seen, but it is it's a tough play for a catcher.
Yeah,
it looks easy, but it isn't.
Yeah, he's going to pick up a blind target. He has to come up from behind the plate, get rid of the mass. He called it off, turned, and then throw. Kind of all in one motion. And the first baseman will line up inside the foul line, really getting his stretch towards second base to give him a good target to throw to. Again, well done.
So they get a very big out right there. 2 down, 2 in scoring position. Alcides Escobar batting ninth. The shortstop is 0 for 2 in this game. 3 for 12 against the Orioles on the season. This is the first game he has played here at Camden Yards. Escobar coming over from the Brewers in December. Part of the Zach Greinke deal. And also infielder Yuniesky Betancourt, who played a lot for KC, was in that deal, overshadowed by Greinke. And the pitch is going to be away. Ball 1. 93 pitches for Britton.
Yeah, Betancourt, speaking of it, 78 RBIs out of the shortstop position for them last year. Pretty big shoes to fill.
Escobar with 12 RBIs. 1-0 delivery to him is going to be away, and the count goes to 2-0. Now this is your number 9 hitter. This is the one Zach Britton wants to get. He wants no part of going to Gordon here in the inning.
This is where Buck Showalter wants the inning to end, and he certainly would rather have Britton face Gordon on deck than Ferguson.
Here's the 2-0 delivery to him, and that's outside. 3-0.
And if he walks him, I still think he'll give him one more hitter, even though Gordon has a couple of hits off him.
Butler at third, Aviles at second. Zach Britton with a 3-0 count. It's taken first strike. Taken all the way by Escobar. And it'll go to 3-1. Escobar's drawn only 8 walks this season. 24 strikeouts. 3-1. And he walked him. So the number 9 hitter gets walked, and Mark Connor, the pitching coach, is on his way out.
Yeah, I would say this is his last hitter either way. So Mark Connor just looking to change the rhythm a little bit, slow the pace down. Let it happen too quickly. And I'm sure a partial game plan on how to get Gordon out. Looks like Ferguson is ready.
There is a key moment in this game. In the 6th inning, Kansas City already with a 3-0 lead, and they get their leadoff batter, Alex Gordon, up. He has homered, singled, hit into a fielder's choice. He's got a 5-game hit streak now. There they are with Butler a single at third, double Aviles at second, the walk to Escobar at first. Gordon is 1 for 1 with the bases loaded this year, a double. And he will take the pitch for a strike. Well, Zach Britton trying to hold this at 3-0 and end this inning. A run in on the RBI picked up by Butler after Francoeur singled and stole second. Here's the 0-1.
Quickly had good breaking ball from Britton. This is where you don't want to get too much in a hurry. Take your time, execute. Is there 1 pitch just through the strike zone, in and out of it.
Britton with the 0-2 count. Gordon waiting. Britton with 2 walks, 2 strikeouts in the ball game. Only the second time he's walked 2 batters. I mean, that's how good he's been in the previous starts, walking 2+ batters this year. 7th time, sorry, walking 2+ this year. As Mike said, he doesn't get a lot of strikeouts. Ball usually put in play, and Gordon will loop that to short. Hardy will go back, and he's got it. Well, it could have been a lot worse for the Orioles. A run in, bases are left loaded. 3-0 Royals.
Highlights back early on in the game. It's been Jeff Gordon, Francoeur involved in the offense. Gordon with the home run, and then Billy Butler would drive in a run in the 6th. Francoeur made his way around the bases, and young Dan Duffy having an outstanding second start to his major league career. Fastball, curveball change, and Alex Gordon 2 for 4, solo home run, number 5. Guerrero extended his hitting streak to 9 games, and the young left-hander Duffy has pitched pretty well through 5 innings, not allowing a run.
Bottom half of the 6th inning. Danny Duffy stays on, and Nick Markakis stands in. He has struck out, grounded out. Guerrero and Wieters to follow. Orioles now with 5 left on base. Foul back. Royals have left 7. And a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Royals lead in the series 2-1. They won the series last year 4 out of the 6. Markakis is going to be another leadoff man on. Francoeur, he's got a cannon, and he will hold him. A perfect throw by maybe the best arm in the outfield in Major League Baseball.
Well, he gets to it so quickly. This is what Markakis is used to doing to the opposition. It's like a straight changeup, down and in. Not a very good spot, but how quickly Francoeur on it. One hop. Beauty to second base. Markakis thinking double and then has to put the brakes on. Again, 5 of the top 10 in outfield assists in this game tonight. Markakis over at first, Adam Jones, and the 3 Royal outfielders.
Guerrero will foul it back. Vladimir delivered a single his last time up. 9-game hit streak for him. He is 1 for 2. Quickly, Coleman warming up in the bullpen. It's only a 3-0 game, so the Orioles with that leadoff man on here, trying to get the potential tying run to the plate in the bottom of the 6th inning. 90th pitch will be away, and a 1-ball 1-strike count on Guerrero. Duffy trying to get his first major league win. Non-decisioned in his start against Texas in his major league debut. Here's the 1-1 delivery to Vlad. He got fisted on that. Francoeur. And one away. On Sunday, June 12, the first 20,000 fans 15 and over at the Rays 135 game will get the O's cap presented by DAP. Don't miss this annual fan favorite, plus your chance to spend a great afternoon at Camden Yards. Get your tickets and save. Do it in advance, 888-848-BIRD, or go to Orioles.com. Matt Wieters. Boy, a frustrating night for the offense. When you get the leadoff man on in 5 out of 6, you figure you're going to get a run in somewhere. Breaking ball, good stop by Pena. Wieters has flied to center twice. Nick Markakis on at first base. Hosmer holding him. Infield playing Wieters to pull the ball on the ground. Outfield playing him to go the other way in the air. And it'll be fouled straight back. 1-1. The Orioles struggled against left-handers last year when they went 18-33. It has started the same way this year. They are 4-9 against lefties, left-handed starters. 1-1 delivery. There's that off-speed breaking ball. Just tied him up. And a 1-2 count.
Yeah, it's a late breaker. Really starts off the plate. And has good downward break to it and also across.
One and 2. And Duffy wants the signs again. Count will stay at a ball and 2 strikes on Matt Wieters. You know the Oriole hitters want to see this starter out of there. And Ned Yost, after a bit of a struggle in the last inning, leaving him in. Runner goes. Pena's throw. Pretty good one, but Markakis had an enormous jump and gets a stolen base.
We don't want to be giving up any outs on the base pass, but he gets an early good read on the move of Duffy, who was concentrating on the plate. You can see the look back by Markakis en route. Pena really had to sidearm it because of the inside pitch to Wieters.
So Nick 4 for 4 in stolen bases in scoring position. 2-2 count. Wieters in the off-speed pitch takes it to right. Francoeur going back at the wall, right off the very top of it. He gets away from Francoeur into second base, a double. Markakis will score. The Orioles are on the board. It's 3-1.
What a a great at bat by Matt Waiters. The same breaking ball that fooled him. This time he gets it. It's up and out over the plate. Just misses a home run by maybe a foot. Markakis reading the outfielder, Frank Core. He will score easily.
And Yost will come get his starter. So Waiters gets the RBI. The Orioles get on the board. They'll bring the potential tying run to the plate. It's a 3-1 game.
Ference, he too just out of the minor leagues, another one of the young arms, 25-year-old, started the year off in Omaha. 13 innings, as you see, 6 innings of work. Man, real tough on right-handed pitching or right-handed hitting. And I think Buck Showalter wear these numbers. Coleman against a right-handed hitter, Reimold, not against Reimold, but against right-handed hitters, 2 for 29.
Luke Scott has come out to pinch hit for Reimold, the left-hander coming up with a runner at second base and only one away here in the 6th inning. Coleman just turned 25 years of age in April in Greenwood, Mississippi. Only his 3rd year in professional ball. These players, they're any good. It doesn't take long in Kansas City to get them up.
Yeah, and they're very young, and it's something about growing a young pitching staff or a young bullpen together, because you don't feel like you're sort of the only one. They feel like they're all in the same boat. I think that's why that Dan Duffy, to me, looks like he feels like he belongs, even though it's only his 2nd start. And they do have the youngest team in the major leagues. The average age is 26 of the Royals.
So Luke Scott is the pinch hitter. As a pinch hitter, he's gone 1 for 3. That was a home run. Runner on at second base, 1 away. And the right-hander works to him. And that's going to go to the backstop. That may have been catchable, but that funky delivery may have crossed up Pena.
After seeing one pitch from Coleman, and I had not seen him before, you can see why he is tough on right-handers and why you would think left-handers would have a real good shot at him.
They're going to call it a wild pitch, and that moves the runner to third base. With 1 away, infield will stay back. Now Luke Scott, all kinds of ways to get that run in. Here's the 1-0 delivery, and that's going to miss, and the count goes to 2-0. Left-hander gets a pretty good look at that sidearm.
Yep, it's all coming into you. That's why sidearmers have a hard time with sidearming. Right-handers have a hard time with most lefties.
2-0 count. Coleman checks third. Scott on the off-speed pitch out in front of it.
Let's take a look at his last pitch from Coleman. Trying to nip the outside corner.
Our Dodge Ram Expo brought to you by Ram Trucks, designed, tested, and proven to be the best trucks we've ever built. Ram. How many times have we seen off-speed pitches thrown and fastball count?
That is the book, and it's all over the league.
Swung on and missed another changeup.
We've seen him throw 3, 4, 5 in a row. I think it was in the Red Sox series. Yep, straight changeup. And Luke has not had a lot of success against the Royals, even in his career, a 189 hitter.
Starter looking on, Duffy. Only one away. Wieters at third base. Here's the pitch, 2-2. Up the middle, off the mound. Knocked down. That's going to be a base hit and an RBI. And it is a one-run ball game.
Well, you probably have to question the pitch selection. He'll come back and try to sneak a fastball by him. A little extra. Looks like it goes off his left heel. Probably a lot of English on it. Escobar unable to barehand it. Some guys just can't be set up. They always hit off the fastball, and I think Luke Scott is one of those. It's the old expression, trying to sneak sunrise by the rooster, right? Just not going to happen.
18 RBIs for Scott. Way outside for a ball. So Reynolds up. He is grounded out, strikeout. So those 2 runs will be charged to Danny Duffy, the starter. Scott's the responsibility of Coleman. And the Orioles are right back in it here in the 6th inning. 3-2. 1-0 delivery. And Reynolds takes the strike on the outside corner, 1-1.
A big sweeping breaking ball.
Jeremy Accardo in the bullpen. So the Orioles finally able to take advantage of getting the leadoff man on here in the 6th inning. Pushing across 2, trying to get more. The 1-1. Way outside. Pena out to get it. 2-ball, 1-strike count. Almost have to catch sideways the way this pitch is coming in if you're the catcher. Scott off first. Here's the 2-1. And that's a strike. Reynolds didn't think so. And it goes to 2-2.
It's just such a tough angle to read with him stepping so far to third base. You watch him come all the way across to the outside corner. And the turn back by Pena.
Good frame of the pitch. 2-2. And Reynolds the roller to third. Betterman's got it. There's one. Relay to first. One hop, not in time. Play by Hosmer to make sure it didn't get away. Fielder's choice.
Another breaking ball from Coleman. Make sure the first out. That's not much of a chance to get Reynolds.
So that will bring up J.J. Hardy with 2 away and a runner on at first base. J.J.'s had only a couple of hits the last 7 games, including a double in this game. He's also drawn a walk. Reynolds, not a big lead that time anyway. He's 2 for 2 stealing bases. He represents the potential tying run in this ball game. Outside corner strike. Hardy, like Reynolds, has had problems with the average here at home. Just 220 on the year. And that pitch is going to be up high. 1-ball, 1-strike count. Orioles have chased the Kansas City starter, the left-hander Danny Duffy, out of there on the double by Wieters for the RBI. 1-1. The body wants to stay in.
The front leg doesn't Doesn't want to agree.
Doesn't want to agree. A 1-ball, 2-strike count. Coleman takes a look, and that will be outside. Coleman also a known roster player to start the year, like the first baseman Hosmer. These players had to be added to the roster when they were brought up. 2-ball, 2-strike count. And he got him. So Coleman comes on, gets the strikeout to end the inning. And the Orioles are right back in it, though, as they've made it a 1-run ball game. Maryland law enforcement who reminds you to buckle up day and night. Click it or ticket. Every ride, every time, day and night.
Now, Jeremy Accardo will come out of the bullpen. 17th appearance on the year. 2-1 record. 0-1 in save opportunities. Pitched an inning against the Nationals over the weekend. He's done a pretty nice job out of the bullpen. Fastball, changeup, slider combination.
Luke Scott will stay in the ball game after pinch hitting, and he is in left field. So the Orioles have made it a game. Zach Britton out of there, 3 runs, 9 hits over 6 innings. He walked 2, struck out 2. He gave up the homer to Alex Gordon. He leaves as the pitcher of record on the losing side, but he gave the Orioles the chance to hang in the ball game. Here is Melky Cabrera. He'll be followed by Eric Hosmer and Francoeur. And Accardo's pitch is taken for a strike. Cabrera with a 2 for 3 in the ball game, couple of singles, and he has grounded out. A real good ball game underway here as we get late in it, top of the 7th inning. Cabrera will take the pitch. A 1-ball, 1-strike count. Cabrera 3 for 8 lifetime off Accardo. One. Left-handers against Accardo hitting 300. 12 out of 40. Right-handers 314. One-two to Melky Cabrera. And a 2-ball, 2-strike count.
Just trying to stay on that outside corner to stay away from Cabrera, who has 2 base hits right back up the middle. Hitters like that, tough to get to roll over.
Hardy. Scott wants it, and he's got it. Well, he comes back and gets him. Mid-Atlantic Sports Report, weeknights on Masson, brings you the latest news and info, Nationals, Orioles, and MLB. You get a look at batting practice, live look-ins, reports from the field, roundtable discussions. You can join Tom Davis, Dave Johnson, Mel Antonin, 5:30 to 6:30 tomorrow as they discuss the hot topics in Major League Baseball. Eric Hosmer with one away. And that will be in there for a strike. Hosmer is struck out and lined out. Getting his first look at Orioles and Camden Yards. And the pitch is taken down low for a ball.
I'm probably pretty happy to see Zach Britton out of the ball game. Oof. Please get a right-hander in there for me.
1-1 delivery. Came back inside and misses with it. First of 3. We'll be right back with you tomorrow night for Game 2 in the series against Kansas City. Jake Arrieta, Lou Koshaver are the scheduled starters. Hard ground ball, base hit. He'll make the turn. Jones will get it in and hold him to a single. A one-out single here in the 7th by Hosmer. The Royals have 10 hits in the ball game.
And the other thing is they played a lot of one-run games. 18 so far have the Royals. They're 11-7 in one-run games.
How about the 10 extra inning ball games?
Yeah, so been a lot of tight ones. This is nothing new for them. This 3-2 score.
Here is Jeff Francoeur, as always, against the Orioles, a part of the game. RBI single stolen base, and a run scored. He is 2 for 3. And he will take the pitch for a strike. Francoeur asking Gary Cederstrom where that was. Cederstrom telling him it was a strike.
It was a strike.
Francoeur 1 for 2 off Accardo. Here's the 0-1 delivery. And it'll go to 1-1. 316 lifetime hitter in this ballpark for Francoeur. Doesn't hurt the average in that regard with the 2 for 3. He's now picked up 4 RBIs on the year against the Orioles with 5 hits in 14 at bats. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Hosmer's leaning over there, but he really hasn't got a very big lead. But does draw the attention. He's 1 for 2 in stolen bases. One ball, 1 strike. And Accardo will miss outside with it. 2-1. We come to the grinded out part of this ball game where every pitch really matters and it's right in your face.
Where games are determined.
2 ball, 1 strike count. Hosmer off first. Quick toss over. Accardo with a 2-1 to Francoeur. That'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Had a pretty good pass. You could see Francoeur's face right on it. Fouled it straight back. A breaking ball.
Francoeur, a lot of extra base hits. He's 7th in the American League in total bases. Part of that with the home runs. He's got 9 of those. And a good pitch by Accardo. Down and away to get him.
93-mile-an-hour fastball. 2-2 pitch. Well, see, it cuts a little bit at 93. Francoeur had the A swing, but right through it.
So now 2 down, and here's Billy Butler. Runner still at first base. 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The Royals. Orioles 2-6-0. Royals have left 7. The Orioles have left 6. Pitch will be a called strike. Butler with an RBI single. in the 6th inning, 1 for 3 in the ball game. Hit into a key double play in the 1st inning when the Royals got 1 run, had a couple on and only 1 away, and he hit into a 5-4-3 double play. And a good defensive play by the Orioles all around on that one. Kind of plays that begin to start standing out in this kind of a ball game late.
Yeah, little things. Any 1-run game or close game. Let's go back and find a couple of plays that were made or not made.
Eric Hosmer getting the lead at first. Francoeur an RBI, Butler an RBI, and a home run by Gordon, a 3 for KC. Orioles responded in the 6th inning. RBI double by Wieters, pinch hit RBI single by Luke Scott. Oh, to the count. Runner goes.
Well, looks like he can run a little bit too.
Yeah.
Not sure what Mr. Hosmer can't do. Come up out of the minor leagues, 6 games in the big leagues, batting 3rd in the major league lineup.
Your manager likes the way you play.
Sends you, runs you, plays you.
Hosmer stole only big year was 11 in stolen bases for him in the minors. And Ricardo's going to miss away. Still ahead on the count here. 1 ball, 2 strike count.
So far, Ricardo's been able to get ahead, just hasn't been able to finish off the hitters.
One-two delivery. Shortstop, just over the outstretched glove of Hardy, and a base hit. So a good at bat and a 2-hit ball game for Butler. Moving down to second base is Hosmer. 2 on and 2 down.
Yeah, low line drive, bullet off the bat of Bill Butler, just out of the reach of J.J. Hardy.
And Butler is on for Wilson Betterment. Betterment grounded out, doubled. Struck out rather, and walked. Betterment the switch hitter. 2 on and 2 down. Ricardo this year working in his 2nd game against Kansas City. In KC, in the game he appeared in, he gave up a run on a hit. Pitch to Betterment. It's going to be taken in the dirt on the short hop by Wieters in a 1-0 count. Betterment 0 for 3 off Ricardo. It was Francoeur who hit the home run off him in Kansas City. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That will be in there for a strike.
A little backdoor cutter catching the outside corner.
One and one. Hosmer off second, Butler off first. Reynolds will go over. And just out of his reach.
A couple of rows in.
Thought he had a chance on that.
Yeah. Everybody wants to catch it until it gets close and they realize it's going to hurt.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Betterment will take it, and that's going to miss inside and low, and it count will go to 2-2. Ricardo trying to get him to chase that slider. That'll be 23 pitches thrown in the inning. Ricardo tends to work long counts, deep counts.
He doesn't give in, and he doesn't really have a finish off pitcher or one pitch he can finish off with, so he has to rely on the assortment and the mix.
Again inside, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3-2, runners will go. Hosmer from second, Butler from first. Pitching coach and manager will hope. Final out recorded against the Oaks team right here in Bedouin. Here's the 3-2, and the bases are loaded.
Ricardo's trying to make the Hall of Fame pitch, the backdoor slider, trying to hit that outside corner and get the call. Just misses. And again, not giving in. Going the fastball and fastball count. Just going to always nip a corner.
So here's Aviles with the bases loaded. 7th inning, 2 down. Double and 2 ground ball outs, and he goes after the first pitch and fouls it off for a strike. Pretty good numbers when he's had the chances with the bases loaded. The Royals left the bases loaded in the 6th inning. They got Gordon to the plate. Their leadoff batter had popped out. Now they've loaded him again in the 7th. Here's the 0-1. Aviles will take it in the air to center field. Jones would go back, but he's got it lined up, and the inning is over. No runs, couple of hits, 3 are left on. 7th inning stretch time in a 1-run ball game. By a score of 3-2, but really, Orioles have this ball game kind of right where they'd like it to be. They'd rather have the lead, but they're going to get the extra at bat. They're at home, and they started to do something offensively.
Yeah, they're more into the game now, obviously, with the close score, and get yourself your offense some heart or some chance that you're going to score and have a chance to come back late and nip this club in the bud.
How about Zach Britton's start?
Pretty good. I've seen him better. I mean, this is how good he is. We're grading him against himself. And again, he hasn't had much run support. Not as good as some of the others, but it gives your club a chance to win. You look up there, they got a few more hits than usual tonight, but you're in the game.
And Mike, what'd you see with Danny Duffy, the left-hander?
You got to like him. I mean, young, kind of a wild, loose-armed lefty. We'll have to see where it goes, but he has 3 above average pitches, and you can tell by some of the Oriole hitters' reaction, he's got good stuff.
And as Mike was quick to point out, being a left-hander himself from New Hampshire, that lefty had a lot of lefty in him, because on the bench he wouldn't stop moving and he wouldn't stop talking.
Yeah, wasn't like me at all.
And he was animated. So we'll go a little deeper into the bullpen. This is Blake Wood coming on for his 16th game, and the 3rd pitcher to be used, as Coleman came on in that 6th inning. In 2/3 of an inning, he gave up 1 hit and had 1 strikeout. Well, the Orioles will try and get it against the Kansas City bullpen and get another right-hander to get a look at after the lefty starter was dismissed. Brandon Snyder will lead it off. Snyder has drawn a walk, and he has struck out. And Wood's pitch will be taken down low for a ball. It'll be Snyder and Dino, and then Jones. Bottom of the 7th inning in a big time cut, and a 1-ball 1-strike count on Snyder.
Wood has worked in 5 games in his career against the Orioles. A 1-1 record. He had 3, 6 innings of work, 6 hits, a couple of earned runs, so he's somewhat of a familiar face.
And yet another call up. I mean, look how this roster at Kansas City has been changed. He came up on April 14 early.
Yeah, doing a lot of shuffling around. Like I said, 8 rookie pitchers used already this year by the Royals.
1 ball, 2-strike count. Snyder. And the count will go to 2-2. $11 hits for the Royals. They've left 10 now, including the bases loaded in each of the last 2 innings.
They've had their chances, but they also just keep pecking away.
2-2. That's in the air to center field. Hit pretty good by Snyder. Back for it. And near the warning track, Cabrera hauls it in. Snyder retired. 1 away. Orioles once again offering the perfect way to celebrate your birthday Birdland style. Sign up at Orioles.com/birthday. You get a free ticket to a non-prime home game during your birth month. Fans with birthdays in the offseason get a free ticket as well. Plus, you can get info about kids' parties, birthdays, scoreboard magazines, and scheduling. You can do that at 888-848-BIRD or Orioles.com/birthday. Here's Andino, the leadoff batter. He has single walked, and on an attempted bunt, sacrifice bunt, popped it up. It ended up being a double play, 5-6. That was a big play in the 5th inning. 0-1 delivery by Wood. That'll be fouled off. Outfield pretty deep on Andino. And he chases one outside. Pena will put the tag on just in case, and Wood's got a couple of outs.
Now there's a no-chance slider. Real late breaking by Blake Wood. So hit it for the outside corner and then takes the left. We often said the slider is the best pitch in the game and the worst pitch of the game at the same time. Thrown correctly, almost at times unhittable. And when it's hung, really can go a long way.
2 down. Here's Jones, 0 for 3. They were pounded in the bullpen. Carter threw a lot of pitches in that 7th inning, but got him out of there without giving up a run. Jones will lash that one towards the gap in left center field. Gordon is over. Jones is going to go for 2. Here's the throw. He's in with a double.
Ninth double of the year for Adam Jones. Again, slider in the middle of the plate this time. Just hits a rocket. The same type of pitch. This one, nice turn and get back in by Alex Gordon. And actually great running by Adam Jones out of the box. That's what made that a double. Again, this outfield leads major leagues in assists.
So there's the potential tying run with 2 down. And here's Nick Markakis, 1 for 3. Nick will foul it off. Orioles, it's been a battle to get runs in. They were retired in order in the 2nd inning by the starter, Danny Duffy. That's the only inning where the Orioles have not had at least one base runner on. Oh, 1 count. Lakewood the delivery. Markakis inside. What a stop by Pena. Whoa.
He's got his exercise behind the plate tonight between Duffy and Blake Wood. And watch this. Slider in the dirt all the way across, almost to the middle of the left-hander's batter's box.
Jones getting a good lead at second. Escobar's behind him and moved over the shortstop, playing Markakis to pull the ball on the ground. Nick will foul it back, and a 1-ball 2-strike count. So now Koji O'Hara will join Okada in the bullpen. Nick Markakis looking for the big hit. Nick 250 with runners in scoring position. 1-2 delivery is swung on and missed. So Wood comes on and gets the job done as he gets a couple of strikeouts. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. 7. For the game, here are the choices. Luke Scott, who's delivered an RBI base hit as a pinch hitter. Alex Gordon, who's had 2 hits, including a home run and 2 runs scored. And Matt Wieters, he's picked up an RBI double. Text in your vote, A, B, or C, to 518-62. 8th inning, 3-2 ball game. It'll be Pena, Escobar, and Gordon due up 8, 9, and 1 in the order. Escobar's had a single. Pena, rather, had a single, 1 for 3. And he has grounded out twice.
And we'll see how far Buck Showalter goes with Accardo.
Accardo will get the pitch in there for a strike.
Some left-handers do. Also some left-handed hitters on the bench. I'm sure that's why Clay Rapata up.
Accardo misses down low, and a 1-ball 1-strike count. 3 runs on 11 hits in this ball game for a Royals team that had been struggling a bit in May, hitting only .246 as a team. That's 17th in the majors for the month of May. It's the Orioles are having a hot May. They are hitting .266 this month. That's 3rd best in the majors. But tonight, Kansas City's been able to put the offensive numbers up. Here's the 1-2 delivery, and that is away. And Accardo goes to 2-2. So Accardo, who came on in just the last inning, has thrown 31 pitches already.
Yeah, it's been a lot of work for Jeremy Accardo.
2-2 to Pena. And another full count. Three and 2 to the leadoff batter. Reynolds going right back to that spot again. This one's a little deeper, though. Chased one over there. You almost had. That one's going to be a couple more rows back. No chance. It'll stay at 3-2. Only been a couple of extra base hits by the Royals. Right back to Ricardo. And he's got it. So Pena's retired leadoff man here in the 8th inning is gone. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Orioles may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Orioles. Beautiful night here at Camden Yards. It started out about 85 degrees. Very still evening, and it's been that way all night. Here's Escobar, number 9 hitter. A walk, fly ball, and a ground ball out. He'll cue that one off the first base side. 11 hits, 2 extra base hits, a double and a home run for KC. Simone now up in the bullpen. Alfredo Simone with Rapata. Rapata's taking on a lot of partners down there tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say, they built a couple more mounds down there.
He keeps throwing and somebody else keeps joining him.
I guess we'd have, quadruple barrel action.
Here's the 0-1 delivery. Ricardo outside with it, 1-1. One down. Gordon, top of the order, waiting on deck. KC now they have 99 doubles on the season. They are number 1 in the league in doubles. Shallow right field. Andino out. Marquez coming. Andino, a nice catch. Even Willie Mays would have liked that one. A little basket work by Robert Andino.
Real nice play by Andino going away from second base. Had it all the way. Watched it right into the glove.
So there are 2 down. That will be it for Ricardo as he works an inning and 2/3. Gives up a couple of hits with a walk and a strikeout. And the left-hander will come on against the left-hander Gordon.
Rapata will come out of the bullpen. 13th appearance on the year. Very lofty ERA. Last appearance was in that slugfest with the Nationals when they scored 17 runs. So wanted to go for the lefty-lefty matchup.
Here's Alex Gordon. Bases are empty. He has single scored, homered, his 5th of the year, 2 for 4. Goes after the first pitch and will foul it off. You see why he has become the specialist to get lefties.
Yeah, you can see, much like actually a bunch of the relievers in the game tonight. Out of the Royals bullpen too. You know, the side armors, they get that side, the same side out extremely well. On the other side, they have a very hard time in doing it. It's where the matchup lefties and righties come from.
Misses with that one, and a 1-ball 1-strike count. Gordon has hit the lefties better than the righties. 305, 268. 1 ball, 1-strike count. Leadoff batter, who's got a 5-game hit streak now, takes that one in the air to right. Markakis coming, and he's got it. So 1-2-3 inning here in the 8th. Orioles down by just 1 coming up at the bottom of the 8th. Guerrero, Wieters. Going to the bottom half of the 8th inning and a little deeper into the Kansas City bullpen.
Yeah, another one of their young pitchers, Aaron Crow, will come out making his 20th appearance on the year. Look at the ERA, 0.79, 2-0 record for Aaron Crow. He's a product of the Kansas City area, 12 pick overall in the 09 draft. It's somewhat of a surprise to make the club, but then he started off just doing so well. Crow and pitching coach Bob McClure, who we showed earlier, only pitchers in club history to begin their Royals career with no runs allowed over their first 13 outings. And that's really burst on the scene. Another one of these young, high draft picked Royals.
It's another first overall for the Royals, 12th first round for the Royals, 12th pick in the 09 draft. This is only his second year of professional baseball. He is 24 years old, out of Topeka, Kansas. And the pitch to Guerrero is taken for a strike. Pitched last year at high A and double A, and here he is. Here's the 0-1 delivery. He also pitched for Mizzou, University of Missouri. He was the Big 12 Pitcher of the Year and the Golden Spikes Award finalist. He was 13-0. with a 2.35 ERA in 08 with Missouri. Outside, and a 2-1 count on Guerrero. Guerrero is singled, 1 for 3. Guerrero, Wieters, and Scott. Bottom of the 8th. Orioles trying to get the lead right here. And right off the end of the bat, fouled away.
You've seen his stuff so far. 96-mile-an-hour fastball and a real good late-breaking slider around 86. Right-handed hitters against Crow, 122. That's 5 for 41.
Guerrero with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. And to short. Going to be handled by Escobar. Guerrero's retired. 1 away. Matt Wieters picked up the double in the 6th inning, good for an RBI, and would later come around to score in an RBI by Luke Scott. So Matt now at 275 on the year. And a strike to him. Matt with a couple of home runs right-handed. And a couple left. And 2 at home and 2 away. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Crow misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yankees have had a comeback win over Toronto 5-4. They trailed right to the end of the ball game. The 1-1 delivery to first base. Hosmer's got it. He'll go to the bag. And there are 2 down. So the Yankees have 26 wins. Tampa Bay has got 26 wins. They're tied for first. Toronto's now 500, 24-24. As this bunching in the East continues.
Yeah, they're staying in this very tight pack.
Luke Scott, pinch hit, RBI. Stayed in the ball game and left. Second at bat. With 2 down and nobody on. Pena went out to talk to Scott about being sure they're on the same page here in a 1-run ball game to Luke Scott, who could tie it up with 1 swing of the bat.
I don't think Aaron Crow has a changeup, so this will be interesting.
Puts it down low for a ball.
I guess he does have a curveball or an off-speed pitch. I mean, that really has been the book at every stop. Every opposition ball club just, when in doubt, throw an off-speed pitch to Luke Scott.
2 down, 1-0 delivery to him. Scott will take that. It's a strike.
And it is a fastball, well located. But that's the thing. Once you get the reputation that you're a dead fastball hitter like Luke Scott is, the league makes an adjustment. What he's going to have to do is sit on a couple of changeups, and that'll fix the scouting report.
Staying away, and misses with it. And a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Crow has worked 1 previous game against the Orioles, gave up 1 hit and an inning pitch. It's the only time he's worked against the O's. Came in the series in Kansas City. 2-1 delivery to Scott. Little wrinkle it looked like on that thing, and a 2-ball, 2-strike count.
Yeah, late breaking, shooting for the outside corner. With this 2-1 pitch, target for a breaking ball in the outside corner, so it even tells you more. You try to locate your breaking balls. Most catchers sit in the middle of the plate, just hope for a strike.
Scott now 2-2. Crow's delivery, and Scott's goes down swinging as he stayed right out there. So 1-2-3 inning. We go to the 9th. It's the Royals on top. Is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. Ninth inning of a 3-2 ball game. And back for the Orioles under less than perfect circumstances. Simone is back on the mound.
Yeah, back out of the Orioles bullpen. Has been activated for a couple of days. Reinstated from the restricted list on Saturday. Had pitched for some time in AAA Norfolk. Here's his career number, 68 2/3, 78 hits.
And as far as he's concerned, he's ready to go. Here's what he had to say about returning.
They wanted me to be a starter, so I know I had to be ready to go, and they take a month to get ready, so I'm ready right now. So they're gonna decide what am I gonna do. If they're gonna be in the bullpen, we're gonna be a starter. So I'm ready for be whatever they want me to do. I'm ready to do it.
Here's what they wanted him to do. A fly ball by Cabrera to Markakis. 1 pitch and 1 out. A 2-hit ball game, 2 for 5 for Melky Cabrera. 1 away in the 9th inning.
Yeah, he pitched in 49 games for the Orioles last year. 49 innings, allowed 10 home runs. Was part of the problem with Freddie Simone last year, prone to the long ball. He also had 17 saves.
Here is Eric Hosmer's single. He's had a 1 for 4 in the ball game. And Hosmer will take the pitch down low. There is the closer, Joakim Soria, who's had his problems of late, but has never had problems against the Orioles. Hosmer with a big cut.
Let's take a look at the 1-1 pitch. That splitter. And a pretty good one.
First time back since September 26th of last year. That's going to be to Markakis. 2 down. Two away in the 9th. And Francoeur, he's had a 2-hit ball game, an RBI, a run scored, 2 for 4, and has picked up a stolen base. And Francoeur will take the pitch for a strike. Simone with the 0-1. And a strike on the outside corner. Major League Baseball let the Orioles just kind of have Simone working in the minor leagues and without being classified as to exactly where he was in the organization. The Orioles had to make a decision. MLB was saying, look, what is he? Is he going to be on the roster? Is he on some kind of a DL? Is he on some kind of a restricted list? What is it? So the decision was made, and here he is. Here's the 1-2 delivery, and that's down the third and foul. He is under charges, of course, in the Dominican, and it's a touchy situation for baseball and for the Orioles.
Yeah, I've asked a few questions today. There's just no answers.
No.
Nobody seems to know the status. Or
1 ball, 2 strike count. And that will just miss outside. And the count goes to 2-2. Orioles trying to keep it at a 3-2 lead here to go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Carter worked an inning and 2/3. A couple of hits, a walk, and a strikeout. Rapata came on, 3rd of an inning, got his left-handed batter out. Now Simone on to work. The starters are still the pitchers of record. Zach Britton, 3 runs, 9 hits over 6. While Danny Duffy in his second major league game gave up 2 runs and 5 hits over 5 and a third. Coleman worked 2/3 of an inning, a hit and a strikeout. Blake Wood an inning, a couple of strikeouts and a hit. And now Crow still on and got him. So Simone responds here, coming back with a 1-2-3 inning in the 9th. Bottom of the March, and here is the closer, Joakim Soria. 7 saves, 7 career chances against the Orioles. You see the numbers: no runs, 6 hits and 11 1/3, 12 strikeouts, and only 3 walks.
On the year, the number's a little bit loftier this year, just not quite as easy. 3.86 ERA, 3-0 record, 7 out of 9. I mean, he once strung together 36 consecutive saves for the Royals, which is a club record. It really shattered the Royals' old record held by Jeff Montgomery at 24. Picked up off that Rule 5 draft in December of 06 and really has been lights out for the Royals. Probably have to say one of the best Rule 5 picks ever.
Yeah. So the Orioles will try and get to him. Reynolds, Hardy, and Snyder due up. Reynolds taking the 0 for 3. Fielder's choice ground ball and a strikeout. Hitting at 192. Soria's pitch to him will be outside for a ball. Against Soria, right-handers hitting .212. Left-handers .273. Soria with a 1-0 delivery. Reynolds will take it, and that's inside, 2-0. Soria got a save on Friday against the Cardinals, but it was the first one he'd had since April 29, so he'd gone a long spell. Others have also had a chance to come in and try and close. On the 2-0, swings through it, foul tip, 2-1.
A little cut to that fastball at 91.
Here's the 2-1 delivery. Reynolds will take it outside. 3 balls and 1 strike from Soria.
And that was a pretty good take by Reynolds. 2-1 breaking ball.
And Yost, as Mike said, has seen all kinds of these games. 3-1 delivery, foul back. Soria comes back and gets the count full, 3-2.
And a nice easy delivery. Throws still in the low to mid 90s.
Reynolds has faced him only once, 0 for 1. 3-2 delivery. Orioles are 6-3 in 1-run games. Kansas City's 11-7. But as we mentioned earlier, KC's won only 5 games on the road, 5 out of 16. Orioles 12-14 at home. 3-2 delivery again to Reynolds. And in the air to center. Cabrera. And he's got it. 1 away in the 9th. Every Orioles walk this season, Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield contributes $50 to the Living Classrooms Foundation. 143 walks, $7,150. Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield encourages each of us to take that first step towards a healthier and more active lifestyle. Gary Thorne, Mike Flanagan here as the Orioles open up against KC. In a good ball game, but the O's down by 1. Hardy will take the pitch, and that's a strike. A double, a walk, and he is struck out. Felix Piet's come out in the on-deck circle. Hardy 2. That's T-O-O. Is 0 for 1 against Soria. In the air and headed to the seats. That'll be a foul ball. There's the update on the voting so far for the AT&T Player of the Game. Still time to cast your vote, A, B, or C, at 51862. Results on the O's Extra post-game show. Leaders with an RBI double. Scott with an RBI single. Leaned and looked and let it go. 1-2. J.J. Hardy, 1-2 delivery, and that's going to be that one just slipped up and in, and a 2-2 count.
Yeah, sometimes you go from trying to throw the good one to throw the great one and just slips off.
Down to third. That's a fair ball. Hits off the umpire. Goes into foul territory. On the way to second. Throw will not be in time. Hardy's got a double.
I'm not sure how this ball can get by Betterman. He's playing the line in a one-run game. But the biggest break the Orioles, I guess it was a fair ball. It goes off the umpire's foot. Deadens it and goes down the left field line. Nice base running by Hardy.
And Felix P.A. is announced as the pinch hitter for Snyder in the number 9 spot. The Orioles with a chance to get the game tied up here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Everybody up on the Orioles bench. Joakim Soria, we showed you, perfect in save chances against the Orioles, 7 for 7. PA with a runner at second. Down to third. That's a fair ball. Hardy's going to make the turn. He will score. PA's on his way to second. The throw not in time. 3-3.
I'm not sure what's really going on at third base. Watch this play by Betterman. Again, they picked on him the last 2 swings. The ball goes right through him. He just gives the ole. Instead of getting down and blocking that ball, that is the tying run on second base. And good hustle by PA.
So Felix PA delivers. He is now 3 for 3 as a pinch hitter. His 4th double and his first pinch hit RBI, and only his 3rd RBI of the year. Now the Orioles can win it. There's still only one away. Robert Andino takes the big cut for a strike. So Soria's blown a save for the first time against the Orioles.
First time for everything.
Now Andino with an opportunity to have a game-winning RBI with good speed at second in PA. Andino takes it, and it's a strike 0-2.
I bet you Betterman at third base is saying, please don't hit it to me.
Well, we were talking, Mike, earlier. Their prize third baseman is almost ready to come up. A couple of games like this. Not that Betterman would have had easy plays, but those are the kind of things that make changes happen. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Andino swings and misses. Soria gets the strikeout, and there are 2 down, and here comes Adam Jones.
A 94-mile-an-hour fastball from Soria. Remember, this guy's one of the best closers in the business. It's Andino to expand the zone.
So looking for a 2-out game-winning RBI. Adam Jones 0 for 4. Lifetime off Soria. Soria has now allowed a run in 3 of the last 6 games that he has appeared in. Orioles finally get back to even it up, bottom of the 9th inning, and now look to win it here. Jones will foul it back. He doubled his last time up, 1 for 4.
And just missed that pitch from Soria.
One of the big numbers in the American League with runners in scoring position. He is ranked 10th in that department in the AL. PA, of course, gets the advantage of anything is put in play here, being able to take off 2 down. They're not trying to hold him. That'll be swung on and missed on an 0-2 count.
And staying with the fastball, 93. The pitch that Adam Jones has really been picking on is that slider. The rally cap right over his shoulder.
Bottom of the 9th, tie game. PA at second. 0-2 count. Jones will step out. And Pena will head out.
That's the thing. Not sure how to try to put Adam Jones away, and making sure they're on the same page.
So for Ned Yost's team, 8 innings of work. Try and put away a close ball game. Lost for the moment. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Jones in the air to center field. Going back on it. Melky Cabrera way back at the wall. Goodbye, home run! A walk-off homer for Adam Jones. And the Orioles win it in the bottom of the ninth. Simone will get the win. Soria takes the loss, and a walk-off for the Orioles center fielder as they win it 5-3 in the bottom of the ninth inning. Game 2 tomorrow. Jake Arrieta against Luke O'Shaver. Coverage begins at 6:30 on Masson HD with O's Extra, presented by Verizon 4G LTE. Our game at 7. For Mike Flanagan and all of our great crew at Camden Yards, I'm Gary Thorne. Hope you enjoyed it. A great win for the Orioles. Tonight's telecast, a Masson presentation. Jim and Rick, O's Extra. Coming up next. Adieu, adieu.